And hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another stellar edition of The Drive here on Fan Run Radio. Russell Smith punching the time clock at 3 o'clock on a beautiful Tuesday here in East Tennessee. Getting you ready for college football week one action. We got a full slate coming up Thursday. And, of course, the Vols kicking things off on Saturday afternoon at high noon in Mercedes-Benz Stadium against Syracuse. Gearing up for the first watch party of the year at Barley's. Gearing up for the first voluntary reaction of the year right here in your White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. As soon as the game is over, Bear and Davey and I be doing the thing, breaking it down to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific.
Looking forward to it.
We're ready to roll.
Yeah.
Walker Smith is here. I know why Walker's excited.
Why am I excited?
Because we got breaking news. To the Fan Run breaking news desk we go. Boy, that sounds great. Somebody broke the breaking news desk. All right. It is a final now. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged to be wed. Wow. Very exciting, ladies and gentlemen. The pop superstar and the three-time Super Bowl champion taking to social media to reveal that they are, in fact, engaged to be married. I mean, the excitement that this news is being met with from behind the glass this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You can't manufacture this kind of energy.
I'm trying to think of, congratulations. I'm happy those kids found each other, fell in love. It's a cool story. International pop superstar. One of the top acts on the planet. And then
You're a big Swiftie, Bear?
No, but I respect her game.
It's okay. You can be a Swiftie. I mean, we're all friends. It's solid, well-crafted American pop music.
Yeah, it's just some solid music.
And I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Are you a Swiftie, Walker?
I'm not a Swiftie, but my mother and my older brother's fiance are big Swifties.
So you were exposed to it?
I have Swiftie exposure.
And, to be quite honest with you, I'm happy for Travis. He is a wealthy man, does play in the NFL, but at heart he's a meathead.
We'll just turn that off. Was that Travis Swift?
No.
Is he going to take her name now?
No. I guess she's going to be Taylor Kelce.
No, they'll both keep their own names.
Yeah, that's what you do when you're big stars. You
just
keep your name.
What if she doesn't? Taylor Kelce. There's no way she's
She won't change her
Kelce.
stage name. She won't change her stage name. It just doesn't happen.
I mean, back in my day, when a man married a woman, she took his name. By God. Walker, would you ever let the future Mrs. Smith, like you're the love of your life, you made her, and she's like Susan Taylor? Like, would you be okay with her? I'm gonna be Susan Taylor Smith.
She was a billionaire pop star. Yeah, she can keep whatever name she wants.
You'd take her name. You'd be Walker Taylor.
Take her name.
I'm Mr. Walker Taylor. Nice to meet you. This is my $1 billion princess right here.
What if it was just some girl?
Then I'd probably ask her to take my name. I wouldn't force anyone to take my last name.
Oh man, that's the kind of beta male mentality your generation is being. You gotta be like, you're gonna take my name, woman.
Generation
I'm gonna
Z
hit you
right
over
here.
the head with a club and drag you back to the cave, and you're gonna take my name.
What a freak show that wedding will be, though.
Oh yeah,
those two worlds colliding.
You think they'll go big in public or small in private?
I don't know.
It's going to be impossible for them not to do it privately.
I don't know. They seem like both so addicted to the limelight that it might be like a British royal type.
That's what
thing.
I meant. Like, it's going to be a huge deal. When I'm kind of said it wrong.
No, it's not going to be on TV. It's not going to be televised, but there's going to be like
there'll be
2,000 people there,
like
helicopters,
live look-ins.
Yeah, photographers and trees. I don't know. Good for them.
I mean, it's pretty cool news.
Right before football. Is he still playing? He's still playing, right?
He's got one more year in him.
A little bit of a distraction right before the season?
Nah.
No?
He's been to like 4 straight Super Bowls.
I mean, I want my star tight end dialed in here. I don't want him worrying about what kind of China they're going to register for.
I don't think he will. I mean, if you've seen the guy talk, I mean, he's just. I mean, no offense, he's just a football player. I don't think it's going to distract him.
Okay. All right. I'll
Didn't
take your
seem
word
to
for it
distract him when, she started showing up at games.
No, he's pretty dialed in. He's pretty focused.
That is,
but if the Chiefs should stumble,
and he's not playing good,
you blame T. Swizzle.
I mean,
Star tight end is distracted. It's become a divisive issue in the locker room. Pat Mahomes can't focus in on his game plans because you've got starlets. So,
his wife hangs out with her now.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, she's a real piece of work.
Too much going on.
Have you seen pictures of her lately? Brittany Mahomes?
I know what you're talking about.
No.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
She's had some work done.
Oh, little lift, little nip, little. She had some implants done.
Yes.
Huh? Yeah. They say bigger is better.
Texas. She's from Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yep.
Including the boobs. Coming up, Brent Axe of Syracuse.com is going to join us, and we'll ask him a few questions about the Orange.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Peanut Butter and Jelly, quarterback for them. What else do we ask the Syracuse guy about? That's really all I got. Rebuilt offensive line.
I mean, their whole retooled, rebuilt team.
Yeah.
His cousin.
10-3 a year ago. Yeah. So that's an interesting little Tennessee tie. Syracuse coach Fran Brown, in his weekly press conference yesterday, casually let it slip that he has a cousin, Rashad Baker, who played here at Tennessee for Philip Fulmer back in the early 2000s, was a 4-star recruit out of the New Jersey area, if I recall correctly, and was a starting safety for a number of years for Tennessee. Really good player.
He was so he would have been the starter on the 2001 team, right?
I want to say he came a little bit after that. We'll say more mid 2000s.
Okay.
Really good player. And so a little bit of a Tennessee tie there. The 247 talent composite has updated.
Yeah. This got you upset about it, or not really upset?
No, I mean, I think it's interesting. I mean, it's something that we have long since referenced on this show. This has been a metric that we've kept up with for a long time here on the Drive, because I think it's pertinent. I think it's a good way to judge overall roster talent. And basically what it does, it's similar to the blue chip ratio that we mentioned. It's just more comprehensive, but it takes up, it compiles all your recruits. So in one recruiting class, you look at the recruiting rankings, right? And Tennessee they'll say, well, you've got 21 commitments in the class of 2026, 1 5-star commitment, 7 4-stars, and the rest are 3 stars. And so this just averages all of that out into a points system, like the old NASCAR Winston Cup points thing back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that Tennessee has the 16th most talented roster in the country, which I believe is either one spot up or holding pat at where they were last year in this metric. And this has kind of been where we've been for about 5 years now, is that 15 to 20 mark. And to me, the thing that it shows is that Josh Heupel has shown that he can do more with less. And let's be clear, like 16th best roster in the country is not bad. I mean, we've been worse.
I mean, we've had 2 10-win seasons, made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's nothing to sneeze at. But this is kind of, we've been talking about this a lot this summer, is how do you take the next step? How do you compete with the we saw the difference between the elite roster and our roster laid bare in Columbus the last time we watched this program play.
Mm-hmm.
The gap was significant. And so how do you change that? Well, obviously you get more of those players. How do you do that? Do you just throw money at them? Maybe this Adidas deal will help. That's what the pro people and on that side of the argument will say. Time will tell on that one. Maybe you just have to have a little bit more dynamic recruiting personality if you're Josh Heupel. Maybe you have to hire another Rodney Garner or Chop Harbin. I don't think there's any one answer. I think it's a lot of things combined, but that's what Tennessee's going to have to do. I mean, you have 16th in the country. It's good for 9th in the SEC. So our roster in terms of star power is behind not just Alabama, Georgia, Texas. It's behind LSU.
Mm-hmm.
It's behind Texas A&M. It's behind Auburn. It's behind Florida. And it's behind Oklahoma. 9th in the SEC.
I can't believe that. I mean, Auburn?
Yeah.
The hell are they doing down there?
I mean, you remember that from the blue chip ratio
Yeah.
that came out. Like they were in the 60 or maybe even up near 70%.
Yeah, if you go and you look at just like the ratings of the players that they had recruited over the past 3 or 4 years, like they have that type of blue chip roster that you would expect them to have. It's just they haven't done well with it. It's kind of similar to what A&M did a couple years ago and kind of what they're doing now.
And it's worse than A&M was winning more games than Auburn's look putrid. And I just think that's the complete 180 of what we're down there at 16, but I feel like our staff's developing what we've got. And Auburn's just I don't know. I put that on coaching.
Well, I feel like this is going to come off negative, and it is what it is, man. I'm not whining. I'm happy with what Josh Heupel has gotten done here as coach. He's elevated the level of play, obviously, on the field. I think he's stabilized the recruiting. I don't know that he's elevated it much from where Jeremy Pruitt and Butch Jones and guys like that had it. You can make an argument that he's not recruiting at the level that Butch Jones was when he was here. But he's stabilized. Like we're keeping the guys that we want to keep. We're not hemorrhaging talent one year to the next. It feels like there's a nice stable flow and that we've settled into a nice 8 to 10 win range. And that's great, man. That's great for where this program was during the troubles and all of that. Like, it's great that the patient has stabilized. We're up running. Like we've rehabbed this thing, man. We're but I'm not going to sit here and say that we're back, because for my generation, back means you're winning championships. You're getting big trophies, man. You're
winning
having that.
Yeah, you're winning the SEC.
You're in the college football playoff, which we were last year, I know, but you're not behind those 8 other programs that we just listed. You're right there at the top, punching and swinging. And how do you get there, man? How do you take that next step? I think it's a big question that Danny White has to be asking of his head coach. I'm not saying there's pressure on Josh Heupel going into the season. We're going to run him out of here, coaching change. I'm not saying that. I'm just asking questions here. It's my job.
You just want to know what we need to do.
How do you elevate
up here?
Yeah, I mean we've gotten back up off the mat.
Indeed. How
do we get up on top of that mountain?
I feel like you got to keep, and we won a couple of those recently. We had we flipped the kid that was maybe going to, where was it, Utah?
Salisi Moa.
Yeah. I mean, we won that one. We've won some of these high pro. I mean, we've got Faison Brandon coming in next year, and
it's fine.
I mean, got to keep chipping away at it.
Yeah, but you look at the rankings, and again, like, it's about what it's been.
You got to make
15
a run.
classes, not really top 10 classes, even with Faison Brandon and Salisi Moa and some of the other great prospects that are in this class. It's not quite what those teams in front of us are doing.
I still contend.
It's a little frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but you're going to have to – I feel like part of it is they're going to have to overachieve one year. And when I say overachieve, I mean –
I feel like we've done that twice now under this guy.
Yeah.
You're going to have to overachieve to even more, go 11-1?
Yeah, you got to be in the conversation right at the very end. And that
so
means –
you think if you build it, they will come. You just go like, sorry, Josh Heupel, you're just going to figure out a way to win 11 games, 12 games with this schedule and just win a championship with this roster.
I didn't say win a championship. But you got to do more than just qualify. He needs the next step to me is to win at least one, if not two playoff games and make it to the Final Four.
Yeah, that would definitely increase the amount of recruits we would get. I mean, the thing is, though, to get into that top 10 of the composite rankings, like we're going to have to replace someone. So we can do as well as we want, but we would also kind of have to count on like a Clemson or a Florida or a Miami kind of dropping off and falling off as well, because I don't know how well we can do to get ahead of some of those more established programs.
Well, Michigan is a good example because they won a national title 2 years ago, and they were like 15th on this list, the 247 talent composite. Since then, they've climbed up. They're 10th, which is still crazy to think about. They've got 9 teams in front of them, including Penn State, of all teams. But
Franklin's always been a good recruiter. He was a good recruiter at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, but I mean, Michigan won a championship without an elite roster, and they've used that to continue to raise their profile, but they've still got a ways to go.
I don't know. To me, I'm not going to belabor the point too much, but Michigan will always be tainted to me. I'm not trying to be funny or anything. I'm just being honest. Their little run here with Harbaugh is tainted. I don't see how it's not. They don't find you $35 million for nothing.
We'll circle back to this. We got to take a quick time out right now. Brent Axe of Syracuse.com is going to join the festivities live from up in Syracuse. When we continue, give us a look inside the orange, not our orange, their orange, the Orange Men. When we continue, you're listening to Fan Run Radio. We're back with more right after this.
The Drive.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced. Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad, and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Looking for your go-to spot to unwind, enjoy great food, and sip something new? Then head over to the Casual Pint North Shore, where the craft beer is always rotating, the food hits the spot, and the vibe is just right. Join Fan Run Radio for our first Football Friday broadcast of the year, live this Friday from 3 to 6 at the Casual Pint North Shore. Plus, check out brunch every Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 3 with awesome bites and the perfect pour to start your weekend. Not into beer? They've got wine and craft cocktails too, including favorites like the Old Fashioned and Espresso Martini. And don't miss the Ales for All's Passport Challenge. Visit 6 of 9 participating locations and earn a limited edition t-shirt while supporting the Alzheimer's Association. The challenge ends August 31st, so act quickly and support a good cause. Get all the details at northshore.thecasualpint.com and make your next hangout the Casual Pint North Shore.
Good afternoon. T-Dot still out here working with a couple of minor problems. Traffic volume trying to increase in a couple of spots like 40 East and West coming past Paper Mill here over the top of West Hills.
Smith, no relation. How you doing?
I'm great, Russell. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for jumping on, and really exciting time of the year as we count down the days to Tennessee and Syracuse coming up in Atlanta. And would love to pick your mind a little bit about what the Orange have coming back this year. Of course, coming off a 10-3 season, replacing a lot of guys, a lot of productivity lost off last year's team. What have been the big storylines of training camp so far for Syracuse?
There's been a few. The biggest, of course, was the quarterback competition. You had Kyle McCord last year here at Syracuse. They won the transfer portal lottery with that guy. He comes in and sets the ACC passing record, several Syracuse passing records. Like, you can't find a better modern representation of how to use the portal to your advantage than that. So Steve Angeli won the job. He's a transfer brought in from Notre Dame. Originally, Ricky Collins, who was a transfer from LSU, won the job in spring, but they brought in Angeli after he lost out on the Notre Dame quarterback competition, and it was close, but he beat out Ricky in camp. Steve is your traditional pocket passer. Everybody we talk to about Steve talks about his composure and his ability to read defenses. He went in a key series in the college football playoff, led Notre Dame down the field against Penn State. He won a bowl game against Oregon State a couple of years ago. He has a little more experience than Ricky Collins at this point, but Ricky is more of the physically gifted quarterback, bigger arm, mobile guy. He's just kind of waiting for a shot as a redshirt sophomore. Another big story at camp, Russell, was Demetrius Samuel Jr. He's 17 years old. He's going to step in and not only be a starting corner for Syracuse, he's going to get reps at wide receiver. So the Orange think they've got a budding Travis Hunter up here in Central New York. So he's going to be intriguing to see. Those were two big ones. And I think the other thing was the offensive line. Syracuse has to replace 4 starters on the offensive line, and they went heavy into the portal to do that. And I'll tell you what, they passed the look test. It's just trying to find the right 5 at this point, which I think is a good problem to have because they brought in guys from Florida State like TJ Ferguson and Zach Rice from North Carolina and Cam Pringle from South Carolina. They found their starting center right away with Austin Collins from Louisville. So that still was settling in a little bit as camp was ending, and I'll be as curious as anybody what the left to right offensive line is going to be for their new quarterback.
Talking with Brent Axe of Syracuse.com this afternoon on the show. And Brent, you mentioned Steve Angeli there, and he's a guy that Tennessee actually, I think, had some level of contact with once Nico Iamaleava split in his highly publicized exit after spring practice. So Tennessee and Syracuse kind of in the same boat when, it's one thing to be replacing your quarterback after the season. New guy comes in, gets to go through spring. It's another thing when the new guy comes in and wins the job over the summer, which is what has happened with Angeli and Joey Aguilar at Tennessee. Do you think it's overly reductive just to say that's what this game is going to come down to, is which one of these new quarterbacks plays better?
I don't think that there's any question about it. It's not only who plays better, Russell, I think it's who gets comfortable early, right? Who finds that guy? And Angeli was starting to really develop a chemistry with Jonte Cook, who was a transfer wide receiver who came in. He was at Texas for a little bit. He was at Washington briefly before he left and had some off-field issues last year, which seemed to be ironed out. He had a real kind of heart-to-heart with Fran Brown, the head coach here, and he wants to take advantage of another opportunity. But, I mean, talent-wise, he's off the charts. He can fly all over the field. He steps in for Trevor Pena. Trevor Pena was a very productive receiver out of the slot for Syracuse last year, who's now at Penn State, right? So it's all this transfer portal transition. So whoever comes in and is comfortable with that receiving core first, I think has a huge advantage. You know as well as anybody, you've got Joey Aguilar trying to figure it out with an inexperienced wide receiver room at Tennessee. There's talent in that room, don't get me wrong. It's just you got to get on the same page with those guys. And Jelly's trying to do the same thing with what is a talented receiver room. You know, I mentioned Cook. They've got guys in Justice Ross Simmons and Darryl Gill coming back who are big targets. There's an up-and-coming receiver I really like in the room by the name of Jalen Hornsby. And we mentioned Demetrius Samuel, who's going to be a weapon out there. They've got a couple other veterans that they're trying to incorporate in the passing game as well. And that's going to be a big adjustment, Russell. Alronde Gatson was a big target in Syracuse's offense last year. He got drafted by the LA Chargers, and they don't really have a big-time receiving tight end to take his place. So Angeli's going to be leaning hard on Cook and some of those names that I mentioned.
Talking with Brent Axe this afternoon, Syracuse.com. Brent, you mentioned the offensive line having to replace 4 starters off last year's team against a Tennessee defense that finished top 10 in the nation last year. Total defense, a lot of pressure from Tim Banks's unit. That looks to be the case again with a veteran defensive front coming back. How big a concern is that for the Orange, trying to find that cohesiveness with a brand new offensive line?
I think that's a big concern because we mentioned it, you know, Angeli is not as mobile as Ricky Collins. I think Ricky Collins is a guy that could escape trouble a little bit more. He's certainly more mobile. The issue with Ricky in camp, and when it came down to it, it was a close race. He threw more picks than Angeli. But it's not going to matter if Angeli doesn't have time to throw the football, right? So Syracuse has some big linemen, some quality linemen from big-time schools. I didn't even mention a very intriguing freshman in camp by the name of Byron Washington. It just goes by the mere measurements of about 6'8", 400 pounds that they brought in from Texas. Yeah, big boy. There was actually a really fun picture of Byron that went viral. He was guarding somebody in a Texas State playoff game, and that poor soul that had to guard Byron, it was like watching a house run over like a kitten.
What's his last name? I got to find this.
Byron Washington. I'm sure you'll find the picture. It's quite the photo, and he's going to get on the field. How could he not? But he's a freshman, right? So he's got to figure himself out. Did you find it?
He's a load. Oh my goodness, DeSoto. Yeah. Okay,
he's actually lost about 20 pounds, believe it or not. So look, there's size in that room, but in the transfer portal era, going from left to right, getting them cohesive. You mentioned how aggressive the Tennessee defense is. That is going to be something to watch right away in this game, and to see how Tennessee is going to set the tone with that.
Hey, Brent, when you talk about Syracuse going 10-3 last year, I mean, that is quite the statement for a first-year coach and Fran Brown. And I know that he has some Georgia ties. Kind of walk us through his background and what his strengths are as a head coach.
Fran is one of the best recruiters in college football. He actually won the Best Recruiter Award by 247 when he was at Georgia. Camden, New Jersey guy, Northeast roots. Fran, what we have heard over, and we've seen it certainly now that he's been the coach here for a year, but Russell, when you talk to players that get recruited by Fran, what they love about him, and it all distills down to the same thing, they love how real he is. Fran gives them the message directly, tells them exactly what he wants out of them. His practices are, they could be R-rated sometimes, not going to lie. Fran could drop some words at practice, which all football coaches do, but he wears a wireless mic at practice, so he's like the voice of God over the whole thing, and he is very, very passionate. And he brought in a great coaching staff. Jeff Nixon, his offensive coordinator, actually got some NFL looks last year. The Houston Texans interviewed him for their offensive coordinator job. Elijah Robinson, another great recruiter, is his defensive coordinator. But Fran is just an upfront, in-your-face guy. It's very straightforward, very energetic coach, and he trusts his coaches to do their thing, right? And he's been very big in the community here in Syracuse. I mean, everybody's trying to raise NIL money and everything, but Fran has been very accessible to the community, to boosters, sponsors, just anybody that wants to be associated with Syracuse football. And winning helps, right? He comes in last year, they win 10 games, and Russell, they've been wearing these shirts in practice, and they say 4th and 1, 4th and 9 on them. And what that refers to is, so last year they had a 4th and 9 play they did not convert against Stanford. Stanford beats them. They had a 4th and 1 play against Boston College. They don't convert that. BC wins. If they win either one of those games, they're in the ACC championship game and likely in the college football playoff. Like, that's how close they were, right? So this defense has to prove that it can be consistent. And Fran's a defensive backs coach. He's in that room all the time. And, that room is very young. And the defense on a whole has to prove it can tackle more consistently. It was a big problem last year, even with an opportunistic defense that made the plays when they absolutely had to, and had like 4 guys in NFL camps just this summer. So I know I'm rambling on about everything with Fran, but the beauty with Fran is he's everything you want in a coach. He can recruit well. His game day, it's only 1 year, but his game day calls last year and how he is on the sideline. People love the community's embraced him. So, and he can recruit. Syracuse has a top 25 class in the upcoming class of 2026. They converted a 5-star wide receiver from Florida by the name of Calvin Russell to go to Syracuse. Big, big commitment for the Orange. And that was all Fran Brown, recruiting that guy and getting him to convert. So suffice it to say, I think Fran can run for mayor up here right now and win in a landslide.
Did I read somewhere that he only takes a shower after a game that he wins?
This is true. So last year, this became a thing. He did a post-game interview, and he's like, I don't even deserve to take a shower. I only shower after I win. It became a whole thing. It became there was a tagline, Russell, was called Winners Get Washed. They were selling T-shirts up here that said Winners Got Washed. And there's a couple post-game interviews you can find after some games that Syracuse won, and they referred to that. Like, it became a big thing for the sideline interview to ask him, like, hey, Fran, you won the game. You're going to be able to take a shower after this one. So that became kind of a viral running bit up here, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I imagine the local media that cover the program after every game are hoping that Syracuse wins a lot of games this year for a variety of reasons.
And his wife, for that matter. His wife's rooting harder for Syracuse than anybody,
really.
Right?
Brent Axe of Syracuse.com with us this afternoon. Hey, Brent, we're looking forward to this matchup. Us longtime college football observers, Syracuse, 2 programs with great histories. And, if you study college football history, Jim Brown, Ernie Davis back in the day, I remember watching McNabb and Freeney. Keith Bullock, one of the great Tennessee Titans. I know he's going to be there for the pregame coin toss. At Syracuse, that history, I'm just wondering what the future of Syracuse is in an ACC that is a little bit shaky, a college football landscape that's in a constant state of flux, it seems. Like if North Carolina, Clemson, Florida State were to get out of that league, what would that mean for a proud program like Syracuse?
Yeah, that's a big question because, when all this conference realignment was going on, there was some talk the second time around, could Syracuse work its way into the Big Ten? Would that be a viable thing? And the Big Ten is very big on you have to be a member of that American Association of Universities to get in, which currently Syracuse is not, right? So you mentioned if Florida State or North Carolina or Clemson, somebody jumps out. Would Syracuse have a landing place? Could they strengthen the ACC? That they would. And you mentioned it, Syracuse has a rich history in football. It's, basketball has struggled recently, but certainly has the history. Like, there is value for Syracuse. They still have a connection to the New York market that is strong, a strong alumni base there as well. Their television ratings do well in the greater New York area. So they would bring value to someone who would want them, but who's left, right? The Big Ten doesn't seem to be a possibility. I don't know if the Big 12 would want them. So they're rooting hard for the ACC to hold firm or at least work as is, even if a couple of those big programs worked out, because it's a shame, Russell. You mentioned the history. I mean, they had a chance for Big East football to work. If they had gotten Penn State to join that league back in the day, I think we'd be having a whole different conversation about a fifth strong league in college football. And I think the Big East had a real opportunity there. And they just, they screwed it up. They just kind of let it slip through their fingers. And now we're down to only 4 power conferences and counting here. And the ACC is holding on by a thread at the moment.
How many Syracuse fans are we expecting to make the trip down to the ATL this weekend?
I think probably I would say I've heard that Syracuse officially sold about 4,000 tickets, which doesn't count StubHub and secondhand sites. People can get their own seats. My guess would be probably 7,000 to 8,000 Syracuse fans will be there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's a long trip.
Doesn't compare to you guys. You guys are going to take over that place.
A little bit of a distance advantage for Tennessee fans, a 3-hour car ride to drive down there. I'd imagine that would be a plane ticket for most Syracuse fans. So hoping for a good atmosphere. We're looking forward to this one. Been talking with Brent Axe of Syracuse.com. Brent, really appreciate the time. Anything else before we let you run that maybe we didn't ask about or you want to ask us about or we just didn't cover this afternoon before we let you out of here?
There's been such a fun thing on social media that Syracuse fans get all bent out of shape when Tennessee uses the orange emoji. So maybe we can designate the winner of this game. And Syracuse plays Tennessee in basketball again this year, too. So maybe we can work this out that the winner of that series gets to use the orange emoji officially, I guess. I mean, Syracuse is the orange. They have a strong claim to it. But if we got to battle this thing out, instead of a trophy, we can award the emoji to the winner of this game. How about that?
We got a couple of these, it's up for grabs matchups with Clemson and LSU going at it like
Tigers.
Whoever gets to win Death Valley, and the Battle of the Tigers, but they both call their stadiums Death Valley, and a lot of orange in the ATL this weekend for sure.
That's absolutely sure. And like you said, it's going to be a fun game. I remember when Syracuse and Tennessee started the season in 1998. What a great game that was, and it's just a lot of juice flowing into this one. We're excited about it, and I know you guys are too.
Yes. Brent, really appreciate the time, my man. Thanks so much for jumping on and enlightening us this afternoon. We appreciate it. And are you going to be down there?
Unfortunately, I'm not making the trip down there. I got a couple colleagues that are going to have it covered. But there's a couple other road trips this year, including South Bend, that I got my eye on.
All right. Well, enjoy it from up there in central New York, man. Appreciate your time.
Oh, thanks for having me. I had a blast, and enjoy the game this weekend.
Yes, you too, man. That's Brent Axe. You can look at his work online, Syracuse.com. Brent, A-X-E. Brent Axe joining us in this. Did you see the picture of the Byron Washington kid?
Yeah, I'm familiar with him just because I've got a friend that refs down there and has called games that kid played in. He's what, from DeSoto?
It reminds me of the picture of Isaiah Stokes. Remember Jarnell's little brother?
Oh, yeah.
When he was playing like middle school football and he was already 6'4" or something, and he's just grabbing some kid who hasn't hit puberty yet and ragdolling him.
Well, because I saw him last year, and I'd asked his buddy Tim about him, and all he said was he could have thrown a flag for holding like every single play
on him.
On Washington, yeah.
Huh.
Because, I mean, he's 6'7", 400 pounds, and it's not like he's not like obese. He's just one of the largest human beings. He's like Big Show size, a wrestler. He's just massive.
Daniel McCullers vibes coming off of him. Interesting conversation there with Brent Axe. I'm doing that thing that I always do where it's a 13.5 point spread in this one. Like Tennessee is expected to win this game, but the closer we get to it, I'm puckering a little bit. It's like, I don't know, man. They got this offensive system that produced a bunch of yards when nobody really expected it last year. You got a defensive-minded head coach who's in the DB room. Like, what happens if Aguilar throws a pick or two, and all of a sudden you're in a tight ball game there in the second half?
We're going to line up in 2 tight ends and run it down their throat.
And we're down there at Barley's walking around in circles, pacing back and forth, going, I don't know, man. This isn't good. All right, quick timeout. open up the phone lines here, 865-966-3435. Your number if you want to get on board. Call or text the drive this afternoon at 865-966-3435. We're back with more Fan Run Radio right after this.
The Drive.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
It's football time in Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for the drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bree from Malone and Costa Dentistry at Knoxville Smiles. Have you been putting off getting dental treatment? Maybe you're embarrassed, or you're worried that you'll be judged, or maybe you're worried that you will be treated as just another set of teeth rather than a person. If so, I would like to invite you to visit us at Malone and Costa Dentistry at Knoxville Smiles. We will meet you wherever you are in life to help you feel good about you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to set up an appointment or go online to knoxvillesmiles.com.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at BoKnowsHouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
Good afternoon. Building pretty good right now on all the major outbound routes. Watching it pick up Alcoa Highway southbound here in Cumberland Avenue as that traffic builds back towards the Blount County area. A little bit of radar earlier on 75 north of Knoxville up to Anderson, certain parts of Campbell County as well. You may see some troopers, especially up around the Jellicoe Mountain area. Hey, don't miss the Atlanta Braves Alumni Golf Tournament, September 15th this year at Aguani Farms out in Blount County. All pro
CR Total Landscapes. If you've got a tree in your yard that needs to come down, maybe it's leaning over your house, maybe it's already fell over, you need somebody to come over there and chop it up, take it out of there, all that good stuff. Call our friends at ECR Total Landscapes. No tree too big, no tree too small. They do it all at ECR Total Landscapes. Now, to the end of the year, our audience, yes, you're special. You get free stump grinding when you call ECR Total Landscapes. Mention Fan Run Radio. Tell them you heard it here on Fan Run. Free stump grinding, and that'll save you a pretty penny. We've already had a lot of listeners take advantage of that. So go ahead and get on the books with ECR and let them know Fan Run Radio sent you. They're online at ecrtotallandscapes.com, ecrtotallandscapes.com. Russell Barron Walker back with you here on a Tuesday afternoon edition of the show. Talking with Brent Axe up there in Syracuse. And, you know, aside from just this matchup, it's, you know, you that's a program you have to worry for. And you could hear it in his voice. It's like, yeah, what if Clemson and Florida State get out of that league? Because SEC's not taking Syracuse, obviously. It doesn't sound like the Big Ten would take Syracuse. Like, what becomes of that program? What becomes of Virginia Tech? What becomes of Boston College, Pittsburgh? These other quality college football programs with history and tradition of their own. And I really worry about teams like that, man. College football is better when Syracuse is a player.
Well, yeah, I mean, several of those teams you just named, rattled off. Would they just shift? And would they just keep calling it the ACC and add a few teams? There's not much.
Try and do basically what the Pac-12 is doing.
Yeah, I mean, the pickings are kind of slim now.
I mean,
for quality.
I think if Florida State and Clemson left and it's still the other, I mean, they've got so many teams there now. Like, what would that mean for Notre Dame and their relationship with that league? I mean, that would be a big domino that would have to fall. Like, I think what would be left over even if Miami and North Carolina, say, bolt as well, what's left over then is still going to be stronger than what's left over in the Pac-12.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But is it as strong as, like, the Big 12?
I think if you keep Notre Dame as they are currently, I mean.
But see, I don't think you could assume that at all. I think if those big programs left, I think Notre Dame would want out.
Probably.
And I don't even know what their agreement is. Like, would they just play 5 teams from that league every year? It's really screwy.
I don't know. I mean, do you really think? I mean, Clemson and Florida State. I don't really remember conferences lining up to take them. Like, I don't think the SEC was really interested.
Not publicly, but I think the thing is, like, they are valuable brands, and if this arms race continues of expansion, like, there was some talk that the Big Ten was looking at Clemson and Florida State, and, like, who knows what's real? Is that subterfuge? Is that, like, Clemson and Florida State trying to say that to strong arm the SEC into taking them? Does the SEC, is this just Sankey? Like, you didn't hear anything about Texas and Oklahoma until it happened.
Right.
You didn't hear anything about Missouri and Texas A&M until it happened. So they could be having these talks behind closed doors, and we just don't know about it because Sankey's operation is really buttoned up.
I really think the SEC, if the two teams that I would be looking at if the SEC was going to do any poaching over there, would be North Carolina and probably Florida State. I don't know that it would be Clemson.
Well, whatever ends up happening, I just hope that this sport doesn't cannibalize itself. And, we've already seen 2 of programs that I would say are very similar in Washington State and Oregon State, similar to some of these teams that we're talking about, get left behind. And, I would hate to see that to happen to Syracuse, Boston College. Boston College, another team that Tennessee has played numerous times through the years. What becomes of Georgia Tech? There's other teams down here, NC State.
The one thing, almost every one of those schools you just listed there, they have really strong historically as well basketball programs.
Yeah, they're basketball schools, a lot of them. I think of Syracuse as a basketball school. I think of NC State. When I think of Syracuse, I think of their basketball.
Syracuse, I think of probably because I'm quite
they're very balanced.
Yeah. They've had some of the all-time greats played football there.
Really good guys. For being out in the middle of nowhere, not having a huge stadium and all that stuff, I mean, they've remained relevant in both sports. I mean, certainly lately, the last 25 years, they have been much more of a basketball school, but they've got a football history as well.
And Georgia Tech, I mean, obviously, I think basketball first with them, but they've usually been pretty consistently, decent? How would you describe their football program?
Solid.
I'm sorry, Georgia Tech?
Yeah.
How would I describe their football program?
Yeah.
Kind of like Syracuse. Like
they've had their moments.
Yeah, they're capable of beating anybody. I mean, they've got scholarship athletes and all that stuff. But if you're a program like Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, whoever, like you should beat them. But I mean, they've given Georgia games through the years.
Beaten Georgia when they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember it wasn't too long ago that I felt like we were talking about North Carolina being brought in more than anybody to the SEC.
Yeah, I remember there being some news and note about that, about how they would be high up on the list for it. But I don't see a world where they don't look at Clemson and Florida State before any of those other schools, just from a revenue size of that athletic program and how many people watch those football games. Like those are the two schools that they would target if they wanted to expand into the ACC.
Speaking of target, but our boy Josh Heupel and his offense catching a stray yesterday from Ted Gwynn of NFL.com, an NFL draft analyst. After Hendon Hooker was released, Ted Gwynn tweeting out that the Tennessee offense hamstrings quarterback prospects for their next level. I butchered that, but basically saying that the Tennessee offense does not do Hendon Hooker or quarterbacks any favors.
I feel like Hendon Hooker probably wasn't going to get invited to camps based off what he did at Virginia Tech. I would say that if he hadn't come to Tennessee, he wouldn't have gotten the look he got and he almost won the Heisman Trophy. I don't know. I noticed that, and then the Dante Thornton thing as well in the past 24, 48 hours.
Yeah, I mean, we covered that when he made those comments a week or two ago. But the criticism was that basically it's a one-read offense. One guy's running a switch route, so you're just watching one receiver, which I don't know. That's the X's and O's stuff is not my forte. But I would just kind of add what you did, which is, hey, Hendon Hooker was on nobody's draft radar at Virginia Tech. He comes to Tennessee and blows up and gets himself drafted in spite of having a catastrophic knee injury. Okay, it didn't work out for him at Detroit. He's going to be able to sign on somewhere else. The test will be, does Heupel eventually, whether it's George McIntyre, Faison Brandon, or somebody else, does he put a guy high up in the draft who goes on to have NFL starting quarterback success? This was a little bit of us old heads will remember the Steve Spurrier quarterbacks face some of the same criticism.
Werfel, yeah.
That it's a system quarterbacks, Danny Werfel, Doug Johnson, Shane Matthews, back in the day, all these dudes who put up huge numbers, and then it never translated to the NFL. And ironically, like the one Spurrier Florida quarterback that did have success was his last guy, Rex Grossman.
Mm-hmm. Made a Super Bowl.
Made it to a Super Bowl with the Bears. Like he was okay.
And their receivers as well. What Florida receiver did the best in the NFL? I mean, one of them played for the Patriots forever, and then he can't remember which one who played up there, but he dropped the ball against the Colts that year in the playoffs. And
Rashae Caldwell.
Yeah.
The eyes.
Yeah. That picture. So was it Ike Hilliard?
Jaquez Green.
Jaquez Green. Did he ever really make it all the way back after Nebraska? That whole dude, whatever happened there.
Is that the dude who tore up his hip against them?
Completely dislocated his hip. He got broken.
I'm pretty sure he played in the NFL.
He was tiny.
I know he played in the NFL because Terry Fair, who used to host this show with me and was a first-round pick of the Lions, when we started this show at WNOX, and we shared an office, and everybody, you could bring in people bring in pictures of your wife and kids or something, hang wall art and stuff like that, because it was an office with no windows, and so you had to kind of spruce it up a little bit.
Sure.
Terry brought in. I love him. I'm not cracking on him if he's listening. He had this painting, this big painting,
right,
of himself It was
That
him.
tracks.
It was him playing for the Lions, guarding Jaquez Green, who I think was playing for the Redskins at the time. Maybe, I'm not sure. It was a really cool painting, but it was a pretty good flex. It's like we've all got like pictures of, and he had pictures of his family too. But like, ain't nobody had a painting, not a picture, a painting of themselves playing in the NFL.
Like you said, man, hell of a flex.
So I know Jaquez Green did play in the NFL for a little bit. Stay with us. The drive continues. It's Fan Run Radio, hour number 2 coming up.
The Drive.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by Pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia, courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys, every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Gotcha, Mike. It's Nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit men'spro-knoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
It's time for the Drive's Top 4 at 4.
Hour number 2 of the Drive underway here on Fan Run Radio, and the Top 4 at 4 brought to you this afternoon by Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria, where we'll be for another Fan Run Radio listener watch party coming up on Saturday. Vols, Syracuse. High noon kickoff. Be there.
At number 1, Tennessee running back coach Darrell Sims spoke to the media earlier today and was non-committal on how much they will rotate the running backs against Syracuse. He said, quote, as a staff, we kind of let this week play itself out in terms of competition in the room. And then once we get into the flow of the game on Saturday, it'll take care of itself.
I'd imagine Bishop gets the first series, and then does he get the second series? I guess if we're 3 and out, he might get the second series. If we have like a long drive, maybe you come back with Peyton Lewis in the second series. I get what he's saying there. Like, I don't think he's being super cagey. I think he's just like, it's a committee approach. We don't really have an alpha in the room like we had with Dylan Sampson last year. You're going to see those guys and probably Star Thomas as well.
Yeah, and it also just feels like Bishop. It's going to be Bishop at some point, I feel like. I just don't know if it's going to be right out of the gate.
You mean Lewis?
No, I mean Bishop, I'm pretty sure. I'd go with Bishop.
Yeah, I think Bishop gets the first crack at it, and then Peyton Lewis.
Yeah, I just mean like down the line, it'll be more Bishop than anyone else, if I had to guess. For this first game, it might be a little more split.
I mean, Peyton Lewis is my pick to click.
It's true. He is your guy.
Like, I think, I mean, he's the fastest, which maybe I'm oversimplifying the running back position and missing some of the nuance here, but I feel like eventually that's going to win out. We have made a lot of yardage the past 2 years with really fast running backs, Dylan Sampson and Jalen Wright. So I think speed kills, which is not to say that, like, I think Lewis is going to usurp Bishop and Bishop is going to be relegated to, like, Mappa. I think they're going to use them both. I think it's going to be more akin to the way it was with Jalen Wright and Jabari Small splitting a lot of carries as opposed to what it was last year where Dylan Sampson dominated.
Yeah.
I think that is a good thing because we saw last year, it was in the playoff game, Dylan Sampson, or I guess it was the week before, he got banged up against Vanderbilt, and then he was never himself against Ohio State in the playoff game. So I think anymore, I mean, that's just football in general. You're seeing more, running back by committee.
At number 2, it's cut day in the NFL as teams finalize their 53-man rosters before the season. Some notable cuts today include Mecole Hardman from the Packers, Malachi Corley from the Jets, Deontay Johnson from the Browns, and Tommy DeVito from the Giants.
Well, Tommy DeVito.
Yeah.
Is he going to get re-signed to the practice squad or something like that?
I would think he'd be put back on the P squad, but you just hate to see it for him. I wish he could just be the backup quarterback for the Giants for life.
For life?
I mean,
lifetime appointment?
I like that. You want interesting characters as your backup QBs. You don't want like something boring.
No,
There's no fun in that.
If you're an NFL,
you don't want Brandon Allen, is what you're saying?
No, I want a guy like Jameis Winston as my backup QB.
Somebody with some personality.
Yeah, some personality. Something fun to look forward to.
How long before Jameis starts with the Giants? You know he's going to be starting there eventually, right?
I don't, unless it goes to disaster. Like,
you don't think
it's going to be Russell Wilson until they think Jackson Dart's ready. Unless something catastrophic happens, then I doubt we'll see much of him.
It's too bad.
It is too bad.
Such a nut.
Mm-hmm. At number 3, Colorado coach Deion Sanders named Caden Salter the Buffalo's starting quarterback on Tuesday ahead of the team's opener Friday against Georgia Tech. Salter, who transferred from Colorado after 3 years as a starter at Liberty, was the presumed starter but had been competing with five-star true freshman Julian Lewis.
What could have been?
That's what I always
could have
think
been
about.
Caden Salters
Caden Salter.
last year, yeah.
It feels like he's been in college for a long time.
It's his 5th year.
He has.
Yeah. This is his last run. I thought he was going to the draft.
Was he here for a year, or did he not even make it to the season?
He definitely didn't make it to. He didn't make it to the season before he got kicked off the squad.
Yeah, he was an early enrollee in January. I mean, he would have been here January 21. Because I remember when he got here, his dad ended up in ICU at UT with COVID. And then, but pretty quickly after that, he couldn't stay away from the weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, was suspended in June of 2021 on a misdemeanor marijuana charge. And I don't think he even made it to the season.
I don't think he did either. I mean, didn't he, wasn't there a story where he may or may not have beaten up a pot dealer?
I mean, in such a permissible culture, towards marijuana, how big of a pothead do you have to be to get kicked off a football team?
I would say probably beating up your dealer in the dorm would be a good way to get kicked off. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully he's grown up.
And at number 4, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce took to social media to reveal they are engaged to be married. The couple's engagement comes on the heels of a romance that captivated football and pop culture fans alike since the 2023 NFL season.
You know, you have to admire Kelce in the respect that, he pretty much just decided that he wanted to go out with Taylor Swift, and he made it happen, told his buddies, and then he made it happen.
Their divorce is going to be such a great story. I can't wait.
It'd be an absolute social collapse.
Absolutely, man. She's going to be so
Her
mad.
fans turning on him. I saw a graph of his Instagram followers, and then it goes when he started dating her, and it like millions.
She'll do a divorce album that will make Bob Dylan's Blood on the Tracks seem like a Sesame Street record.
That's got to be in the back of your mind if you're dating her. Like, if things go bad, which they usually seem to do, I'm surprised. It's the longest anybody's lasted with her.
Oh, yeah.
And then she writes a hit album where she trashes
How long you give it? 2.5, over under 2.5 years of marriage.
I'm going over.
I'll go over 2.5.
The big hurdle for them will be when he retires from the NFL. What's he going to do? He can't just schlep around behind her.
He's going to be podcasting.
He's going to put on a weight. He's going to go bald. He's going to get ugly. They'll grow apart. They'll grow apart.
You're so cynical.
No, he's going to go. He's going to
believe
go
in
into
love?
media.
Not arranged celebrity relationships
Whoa,
like this.
You think this was arranged?
I mean, they're all arranged.
How do you know that?
Do you think this is? You think this is true? You think
I have
they're
no
gonna be
idea.
Like,
I
think
do
the
not know
NFL
either
is
one of
working the American public?
No,
it's a big work.
I think their publicity machines encouraged it. I think that they realized that it was a business opportunity as much as. I mean, sure, they like each other and stuff like that, but
they wouldn't. I don't think that they would be getting married if that's all.
It happens all the time. Remember, Michael Jackson got married to.
He was in love with Lisa Marie Presley.
Yeah, for a day or two.
Well, there was
Kenny Chesney and Renee Zellweger.
Yeah.
That lasted less than 3 or 4 months.
She has some interesting things to say. But that was an arranged.
Yeah, of course it was. What are some other great arranged marriages? Like just Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor back in the day? Bill and Hillary Clinton? I mean, come on. They're not in love. No, that is
They're stuck now.
That is a power sharing agreement.
Yeah.
That is an arrangement.
She kept him somewhat on the tracks enough
Yes.
to get him elected president. The big dog.
Trump and Melania. I don't think they're going out on many date nights.
I don't even think she lives in Washington right
She
now.
knows the deal. You see that a lot in politics.
Well, sure. I can't get over that. Like, you're going to overlook all this stuff. I don't know. I just feel like 80-year-old men, that's a lot to put up with if you're a middle-aged woman.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, you think that's real?
That one I don't know about. I feel the same way about those two as I do about Kelsey and Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're both both couples are right around each other's age. I don't know. Jay-Z is quite a bit older than Beyonce.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett?
I totally arranged. I got an arrangement.
They got it. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
it's weird as hell. They got an arrangement.
Yeah, it's something. She's got what'd she call it? Situations. Whatever she called cheating on her husband.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. It was some weird way.
A lot of these two, like several of these Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, totally arranged, right? And there's a common theme through here, and I'm not saying anybody specifically, but we have mentioned a couple of them where the male party of these arranged relationships is quite obviously
in the dudes
in the closet. Yeah, I don't know what.
Prefers
prefers the company of men.
Yes, but that's been a thing in Hollywood going all the way back to the black and white days.
Rock Hudson.
Yeah,
was he married?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know that much about him. I know he died of AIDS, and I don't think I've ever seen anything that he was in.
Yeah, me neither. I just that was always.
He's in there with like Errol Flynn and people. I've never.
He was Robin Hood.
Yeah,
that's all I know about him. Never seen that Robin Hood.
Neither have I.
And I'll watch any Robin Hood movie. I love Robin Hood.
We both share an affinity for any y'all things Robin Hood. What about the Disney movie?
With Roger Miller.
Yeah, that's an incredible one. I like them all.
I've really only seen 3: the Disney movie, Kevin
Prince of
Costner,
Thieves.
and Russell Crowe.
There was a new one with what's that guy's name? Taron Egerton. The actor, he played, he was in that movie Rocket Man where he played Elton John in the biopic, whatever that was.
I'd watch that.
I'm telling you, you'd like this one. Maid Marian. I'll find that. I can't remember what it's called, The Hood or.
Who was Maid Marian in the Kevin Costner one? Mary something?
Mastrian Antonio, whatever.
Oh, man.
She never did it for me.
What?
Yeah.
She was a babe.
Thought she was kind of shrewish. She had that frizz. I didn't
That's
like it.
the hair.
I didn't like it.
Curly, frizzy hair.
Mm-mm.
Like a princess. All right. Thank you, Walker. Well done on the top 4 at 4. It's brought to you by Barley's. We'll be down there Saturday for the first Fan Run Radio listener watch party of the year. Come one, come all to Barley's in the Old City on Saturday. Watch the Balls with us. Joel Klatt is in the news. He's taking a shot. It's all this Klatt guy, man. I used to like him. When he first came on the scene, I remember we had him on the show live in person at SEC Media Days. Like they were when he first signed with Fox, and they were really pushing him before he was even doing like actual games and stuff. He was just sort of an analyst, and people were like, "Who is this guy?" He played quarterback at Washington for a minute back in the day, and
I always forget about that.
And he was like really cool to talk to. He's a fun guy and everything. And I don't know if he's really a jerk or if this is what these guys do. You know, if it's the Clay Travis thing, say stuff that you like don't necessarily believe, but it's incendiary and get your name out there kind of thing.
Yeah, and there's I feel like several of these guys do.
Danny Cannell.
It's, some guys get accused of being homers when they're talking to whatever, fan base they're talking to. There are some people that I really do think they do it for the clicks. They love tangling with like Tennessee fans and Vol Twitter. Raises their profile.
Fox Sports' Joel Klatt today says that Tennessee ran out a propaganda campaign about Nico Iamaleava's departure.
That's a lie.
Quote, "I would defend Nico. He never really got a chance to tell his side of the story. Tennessee ran out basically a propaganda effort and got to tell the story without Nico being involved at all, said Klatt. Klatt also said that the move was not about money and that Josh Heupel runs a, quote, glorified high school offense.
Well, that was a pretty cheap shot right there.
I'm being told that the Kelsey brothers own our new sponsor, Garage Beer.
That's what I'm telling you. I think this marriage, call me crazy.
I think Travis Kelsey is a prince who will never lose his good looks. I think that this is true love.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that we should all aspire to have what Travis and Taylor have.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
We should all be so lucky. True love.
I mean, the Kelsey boys did good for a couple of meatheads like those two guys are. You know, they've done pretty well for themselves.
They've always struck me as very intelligent, thoughtful young men who are deserving of beautiful, intelligent women as their mates. Hashtag drink garage beer, 100% beer flavored beer. So Joel Klatt, it's one thing to say. It's not one thing to say. This is all bullcrap. Everything he said. First of all, like, Nico is a grown ass man. When are we going to? He was a true freshman. He didn't play. Never talked to the media. He was a redshirt freshman last year. He played, and now he's left. This is his third year of college. When are we going to stop coddling this kid? He can pick if he thinks that he's not getting his side of the story out. If he thinks that there's mistruths out there about him, he can pick up the phone at any time. He can call a press conference. He can talk to anybody. He has had 5 months now to get his side of the story out there, whatever that may be. And all we've seen are a couple of milquetoast comments at Big Ten Media Days. Okay? So it's not as if he's been muzzled in this situation. He has every opportunity to talk. If he went on Facebook Live right now, he'd have 1,000 listeners. It would be major news. Like, he can tell his side of the story whenever he wants, okay? Hasn't done it. As far as Tennessee orchestrating a, quote, propaganda campaign, I mean, yeah, like, when he left, like, he left the day before the spring game. Like, Josh Heupel has to talk about it. That's not propaganda. You're the head coach at Tennessee. You have your spring game. People are going to ask you about it. Go back and look at his comments.
His teammates didn't.
It was all, we're not going to talk about it. We wish him the best. We're moving on.
Yeah, period.
Like, and if your implication is that behind the scenes, they were telling people locally that it was about the money, okay, they probably were. You know why? Because it was about the money.
Exactly.
Despite whatever you want to say, like, he was trying to get it wasn't about the offense. If Tennessee had acceded to his demands and said, okay, here's more money, guess what? He'd still be here.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of whatever your criticisms of the Josh Heupel offense are. That was a strictly financial decision. It did Tennessee no good.
Oh, we would have. We've all agreed. Like, we've all contemplated and debated, should we have just paid him the money? Because it would have been in our best interest if he had just stayed for one more year.
We'd be better off. We'd be higher ranked. We'd be higher favored right now in our season opener.
If this had never happened, we'd be feeling pretty. I'm not saying we'd think we were going to beat him here in about 3 weeks, but we'd be feeling a lot better about our prospects with Georgia coming in here. This was going to be the year. Oh, yeah, we're back talking about Nico. That's what I don't like. I hate the most.
I would just love to talk to Joel Klatt. It's like, so you're saying that he left Tennessee because our offense was such a detriment to his development, and that he had to go somewhere where he could be developed. So he goes to UCLA
with
a program that hasn't been relevant since the 1990s, that's coming off a losing season, that's got a head coach who's obviously in over his head, who's going to get fired in the next 2 years, if not this year, for a first-time offensive coordinator whose next play call will be his first. That was the masterful move.
to go,
But it's not about the money. It's all about Josh Heupel's offense.
Yeah. You'd rather have Tino Sinceri develop you and get you ready for the NFL than Josh Heupel.
Okay. I mean, I get that's a take. That's an opinion. I get you're allowed to have it, but we're allowed to call you an idiot and a moron and insincere. You're trolling. You're like you don't believe that because I've sat and talked with this guy. He's not an idiot.
No,
but that's something an idiot would believe. So you're lying on purpose for clicks. Like, congratulations. I guess you got us talking about it, but we're not talking about the substance of what you're saying because it's patently absurd. Instead, we're talking about what a disingenuous, insincere, unreliable voice in media that you are. Yeah. Sad, man. Like, I thought you were better than that. Evidently not. Quick timeout. The drive continues. 865-966-3435. You want to call or text to the show. 865-966-3435. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive.
Catch up with all things Fan Run by subscribing to our podcast feed. Like, rate, and download the show from the Fan Run app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Have you ever found yourself wishing your clothes looked brand new again? Whether it's your favorite suit, that little black dress, or your comfy winter coat, Crown Cleaners can make it happen. From stubborn stains to delicate fabrics, the expert team at Crown Cleaners uses the latest cleaning technology to ensure your clothes come back looking and feeling fresh. Visit one of their 2 area locations, Kingston Pike on Bearden Hill or South North Shore Drive near Dunkin' Donuts. Online at crowncleaners.com. Crown Cleaners, a tradition of excellence.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Catholic High School defensive back Chaz Smith. Smith led the way defensively with 4 tackles and 2 interceptions, including the game clincher in Catholic's 20-6 win over Murfreesboro Riversdale on the road last week as the Irish begin the season 1-0. Catholic High School's Chaz Smith, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated, they can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Hey, football fans, this is Stats.
And this is the Sheik, and together we are the Cover Boys, and we cover college football like no one else.
Each week, we preview all the big games in college football, and we may not tell you who's going to win, but we'll tell you who's going to cover.
Our patented right sides are clicking at 66% against the spread all time.
So join us right here every Friday evening at 8 for the Cover Boys on the official voice of Tennessee fans, Fan Run Radio.
And enjoy the winners, everyone.
Good afternoon. Still building right now on all the major outbound routes. Alcoa Highway really starting to pick up southbound as you come past UT Medical Center, headed back into Blount County. Broadway traffic's pretty crowded now through the Fountain City area as you head over the ridge into Halls. We had some units running radar earlier on 75 north of Knoxville up through certain parts of Anderson County. Don't miss the Atlanta Braves Alumni Golf Tournament this year, September 15th at Aguani Farms in Blount County. All proceeds helping the foster kids right here in East Tennessee. Check out FosteringHopeTN.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Find out who's on the docket, brought to you by the law offices of Jerry R. Givens. Former NFL quarterback Jay Cutler accepted a plea deal today in a Tennessee courtroom after he was arrested on a DUI charge last fall. Cutler pleaded guilty to one charge of driving under the influence. As a result of his plea deal, a weapon possession charge he was initially hit with was dismissed, though Cutler will forfeit the gun in question. He'll spend 4 days in jail, which he'll do next month, and pay a $350 fine.
Really?
Yep.
4 days.
That's I mean,
That's 4 days.
Drunk driving. He rear-ended a guy.
You heard him?
In October in his truck in Franklin, Tennessee. Officers said he was slurring his words and refused field sobriety tests, though he later had a blood sample taken at a local hospital through a warrant. Allegedly tried to offer the other driver $2,000 not to call the police. Wow. Officers later found a rifle and a loaded pistol in the console of his truck.
I like it on those police reports when their eyes are always watery and glassy.
Here's my question. If you were rear-ended by a drunken Jay Cutler and you're uninjured, but your car's a little messed up, how much would he have to offer you to not call the police?
$25K.
25 grand?
Yeah.
I feel like I'd do it for 10.
I might. Depends on the damage.
You'd have to get it in writing too, because I'm guessing he's not going to have that money on him.
Yeah.
He'd be like, dude, like, we'll drive to an ATM right now, or, you know, I'm going to record you saying you're going to do this.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to. I don't know, man.
At that point, can
somebody
you get in
hits you
trouble? Like, if he messes up, and he says, well, I'm not going to do it, that's blackmail, like, and you tell the police, you say, all right, this is what happened, here's the video, evidence, and all that stuff. Are you in trouble for not reporting an accident at that point?
I don't know. I couldn't even begin to guess. If you didn't call the police at that point, like, I wonder what your culpability would be if you let him off the hook and he drives 4 blocks, runs to a stop sign, and wipes out a family of 4 or something.
That's a good point.
Nah, man, you get hit by a drunk driver. I mean, I hate it for you. You might be a nice guy.
He's lowballing with $2K, man. You're Jay Cutler.
Yeah, you're a millionaire.
I will give you $10,000 right now, bro. Like, I'll call a ride. Like, just let me get out of here.
He'd have to have cash, like, money talks. It'd have to be cash right there. I'm not taking any promises on the side of the road.
Meanwhile, longtime college football coach Jim Leavitt was arrested in Pinellas County, Florida, Monday on felony and misdemeanor charges, according to the sheriff's website. Leavitt is facing a felony grand theft charge and misdemeanor charges of simple battery and domestic battery after the incident. He allegedly grabbed his ex-girlfriend by the arm and took her Louis Vuitton purse, among other items. What did he got in? He was in trouble for something a couple of years ago, right?
Is this Jim Leavitt? Was he the Saints coach?
Yes.
Back when they had,
yes.
What was the quarterback's name? It's before Breeze.
Bubby Brister?
No, in between.
The other Cajun guy, does radio down there now. What's that guy's name?
Hebert?
Bobby Hebert?
T-Bob's dad? No. This would have been like the 2000s. African-American quarterback.
Sean King?
Nope. He went to Tulane. You're naming everybody. So an alert listener will see it. But, yeah, Jim Leavitt. He's a pretty good coach. He kind of got that ship finally righted and got people used to them winning.
He was at South Florida from 1997 through 2009. We're thinking of Jim Haslett.
Okay. Well, Jim Haslett's getting.
Jim Haslett caught a stray, but his tenure ended in 2010 after the school found that he had struck a player in the locker room during halftime of a game against Louisville.
I feel like it's a pretty big no-no.
Leavitt denied he struck the player, but USF said that witnesses corroborated the story. Found that he also interfered with the investigation by contacting witnesses, or as we like to call it, the full Bruce Pearl.
Just full Tennessee. Bruce Pearl's not the only Tennessee coach that contacted people he shouldn't have in an investigation.
And finally, And I'm just going to read. This is from the Associated Press. I'm just because this is poetic. Just the way this story is written. It's funny. Can you turn down the music here? I want to give this my best Shakespearean try. High on cocaine and potentially moments away from getting caught cheating, Jeffrey Alston needed a plan, and he needed it fast. The one he came up with, which closed down his street in Scranton, PA, and saw police officers surround his house before dawn, backfired spectacularly. 42-year-old Alston was accused by police of telling a woman that he was being held at gunpoint in order to keep her away from his house on Cornell Street, where in reality he was having an affair.
What an idiot.
So, guy's wife is coming home. He knows it. He's got his side piece in the
Get
house.
the cookie out of the house.
And so he tells the wife, don't come home. I'm being held at gunpoint.
I mean, what? Was he drunk? What do you think's going to happen? Your wife's going to call the cops. The next thing you know, SWATs. I mean, that's what they call. I mean, what is it?
Well, that's when people do that intentionally. Yeah, but Alston's story unraveled when the wife called Scranton police to report that he was in danger. The police responded and shut down Cornell Street. They established a perimeter around Alston's house and tried to make contact with the supposedly imperiled man. Alston came to the door and told officers all was fine. As a precaution, the police checked out the house. They found no gunman.
They did find a side piece?
As they investigated, Alston reportedly let the officers look through his phone, where they found text messages where he asked a woman to call 911 because he was being held at gunpoint. Alston admitted he consumed cocaine and told her that story to keep her from coming to his house and catching him with another woman.
He won't have to worry about it anymore, I would imagine.
Doesn't even sound like he's married. It's just like a girlfriend coming home and he has another girl over at his place.
And why go to all that trouble? Just tell her you want to break up.
Maybe he didn't want to break up. Thought he could get out. This was his plan. He's on cocaine. He's doing the cocaine, and he thinks this is going to.
I was banging 7-gram rocks.
He thinks this is going to get him off the hook.
Yeah, only somebody high on cocaine would begin to think that was going
I'm trying to think of, like, is there a better story you could tell? Honey, don't come over. I'm really sick. Just don't come over. I don't want you catching anything. Don't come over. Oh, that's what I
would. Yeah, it's coming up both ends. You don't want any part of this.
Can't
stay away.
Send her out the window or something and get the other girl out of there. Maybe she doesn't know that she's the side piece. A lot of things can go wrong. Love is a crazy thing. It can't all be Travis and Taylor.
Mm-mm. It sure can't. True love, Russell.
Hashtag garage favored beer. That is the docket. Beer flavored beer. Garage flavored beer would not be
good. I was sitting here, I was like,
note to self, have a meeting for the garage beer rollout. Hashtag do better. Garage flavored beer. What would that even taste like?
What is
old mowing shoes and gasoline?
I will tell you, like, not even fooling around. Garage beer has been my beer of choice all summer long.
It's a great beer.
I have it in my refrigerator.
You sit in the garage and drink it?
No, I usually go out to the back porch.
It's a great post-mowing, post-lawn work.
It is a great.
I mean, why are you surprised? It's, Travis and Jason Kelsey. I imagine those two pretty familiar with
My wife really likes the lime ones. I like the straight, just classic garage beer.
Yeah.
I don't get the lime infused. It's never.
It's okay. Like, if you're at a Mexican restaurant or something, you have a little chips and salsa or something, I go for that.
Some beers you can put a lime in. It tastes good.
Not as good as garage beer with lime.
Of course not.
The docket is brought to you by the law offices of Jerry R. Givens. You can check him out online at jrglawtn.com. If you do something stupid and you end up needing a lawyer, you've done a DUI, you've gone full Jay Cutler. Don't Don't try and handle this yourself. Leave it to a professional. Call my guy, Jerry Givens. Been knowing him for a long time. He does great work. Knoxville native who has a great practice here in town, helping people out with their legal situations, as we say. Also does bankruptcy law. If you're having financial difficulties, he'll help you get your life back on track financially, and divorce as well. It's tough. Not knowing where to turn to can make it even tougher. Jerry Givens is here to help. Give him a call at 865-801-9250. Or just visit him online at jrglawtn.com. As always, the advice is free, the phone call is free, so what do you got to lose? Jerry R. Givens' legal expertise you can rely on. We get set to go to the phone lines here this afternoon. That Joel Klatt guy. This freaking guy.
I don't like him. I mean, he's in the top 5 on our list, right? Along with 40, Trolkin, Klatt.
Haji says Joel Klatt is a Big 10 and Big 12 sheep. He doesn't believe Nico took $1 million pay cut to play for UCLA, so he loses his credibility, just as Nico and his pop have. Tell him, Haji. Tell him. Stevie, you're on the drive. Fan Run Radio. Good afternoon, sir.
Russell!
Hello, Steven.
Hey, do you think that's what Nico told Josh when Nico disappeared? Like, hey, I'm getting stuck. There's a guy with a gun to my head.
I heard they never talked. I heard that, like, Heupel never, like, Nico went to Halsley's house for a dinner that Thursday night with the quarterbacks groups. He's playing with Halsley's kids. Everything's hunky-dory. And then he no-shows at practice. And that was the last anybody at Tennessee heard from him.
He just went ghost.
Can you imagine that? Like, is it a school paying you whatever we paid him, $4 million for 2 years, making him a star, putting him in the college football playoff, all that, all the countless hours you're sitting in this film room with your coach, talking ball with him, and then like the relationship is just over abruptly like that.
It's a bad breaker-upper.
I mean, when your dad tells you to leave, you leave, I guess.
You don't make a phone call. Hey, my dad's making me do this, whatever. Nothing. That's crazy, dude.
I still think it's awfully convenient to blame, my dad's making me.
Yeah, at some point you gotta be man. Gotta man up, son. Can't hide behind daddy's skirt.
I want to know what future bet we're going to take on which player's going to do it next offseason.
I think it's pretty obvious that Boo Carter will split as soon as he gets an opportunity. I would look for him to be playing for Colorado next year. But there'll be others. I mean, that's just college football in 2025, man. You got to be prepared to roll with those punches.
Yeah, I don't think Deion's going to put up with Mama Boo, though. Do you guys?
I don't know that she would. I may be wrong. I don't think she'll do the same things if he's at Colorado that she's done here. I don't know. I may be wrong.
Ooh. Oh. Guys, I've got a little spreadsheet that I made today during lunch that I want to share with you. First, I really want to know what each of your personal opinion is on how hot the chili is for this season. How excited are you for Tennessee specifically? Good year, great year. How hot's the chili? Let's go around the room. I'm a little lukewarm right now.
I'm not burning my tongue on the chili, but it's piping hot. I'm going to give it a minute to cool down.
I think it's right at the right temperature, ready to go. Like I'm ready to dive into this chili.
You got your Fritos, you got your sour cream,
some shredded cheddar on there. I'm ready to go.
You got your spoon in your hand and
go.
Let's dig in.
Tomatoes.
Yeah,
everything.
I need it now.
I'm kind of there with Walker. I don't. I mean, we're only guaranteed 12 weekends with Tennessee football, or 12 days out of 365, where we're going to get to watch this thing we all love, Tennessee football, to play. So I'm excited each and every year. I'm hoping this year that we could be a come out of nowhere team. Can Heupel catch lightning in a bottle with, Joey the Jaguar? And I mean,
it would be such a great story.
Yeah,
such a great story to see Aguilar blow up, and that's what it's going to take. It's like he's going to have to blow up and have a great season for us to have a great season, and we're all pulling for it.
Me too, Russ. I made up a list of my permanent 3 opponents for each team in the SEC. I'd like to rapid fire just to share with you guys and see what your opinion is on if I did a good job.
You can't.
Okay?
We don't have time for 16, Stevie. Give me Tennessee's. Give me Tennessee's.
Oh, well, okay. Alabama, Kentucky, Vandy.
Okay.
Okay. Give me another name, Russ. Give me another school.
Alabama.
Tennessee, Auburn, Mississippi State. Give me one more, Russ. Let's have some fun.
LSU.
Oh, my gosh. I wrote those down in that order. Ole Miss, Arkansas, Texas A&M.
Georgia.
Florida, South Carolina, Auburn.
Texas.
Arkansas, Texas A&M, Oklahoma.
That's the easiest one.
Hey, Stevie, you kill any wild animals today?
Get out of here, Russ. And I'd like to make a
You get out of here. You get out of here. Don't tell me to get out of here on my show. You get out of here. Psycho. Calling here.
Rude.
I've done the 3 permanent opponents for all 16 teams. I'd like to take the next 4 minutes to go through that. No, ain't nobody got time for that, Stevie. Come on, dude.
Brutal.
I'm on a schedule here.
We got people waiting.
We got these phone calls to get to, man. What are you doing? Stay with us. More Fan Run Radio coming up.
The Drive. Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation. Fan Run Radio. Knoxville.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Gotcha, Mike. It's Nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit menspro-knoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life checking account, offering extra benefits including bank travel. Join us for a trip to Mackinac Island for a stay at the beautiful Grand Hotel. Travel with us to southern Utah to witness the enormous, colorful, and unusual rock formations. Or join us on one of our many day trips. We're always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Good afternoon, T-Dot. Still out here trying to untangle a couple of wrecks we had earlier. Building pretty good, though, trying to get out of downtown. Right on schedule, actually, with that volume on 40 West at 17th Street, Alcoa Highway southbound. That's on.
Man, that is a sign that football season is upon us. Trey, good afternoon, sir.
Boys, it feels so good to be back.
Oh, we are so back.
It is time. I've crawled out of my cave. Unfortunately, it's going after Stevie is kind of like watching a dude eat a 12-pack of tacos, Taco Bell, and hitting the porta potty and having to go after him. But I'll take it, guys.
Oh.
It's football season. So but yeah,
so feuds are starting back up.
It's in the air, man. I am thrilled. I'm excited. Russ, Mayor, I don't know if you guys remember that bet I showed you guys I hit the beginning of the season last year when we played NC State. Pulled about 20 G's on that one. They got the same type of bet for Syracuse. And I'm tempted. I know it's going to screw me, but I'm tempted. It's a 4-quarter spread type bet where we got to cover. It's between -3.5, -4.5 for each quarter. The kicker, of course, is the fourth quarter at -3.5. I don't know anything about Syracuse whatsoever. Walk me through this, guys. Am I making a bad financial decision?
First of all, if my memory serves me correctly, you really didn't understand what the hell you were doing last year and just got incredibly lucky.
I did not whatsoever, Mayor. But my premise was correct, and that is that we are going to dominate a lesser talented ACC team that was overhyped. Is that premise still correct this year? We out-talent them. We're bigger, faster, stronger, and better. I mean,
in theory, yeah, like it's on paper that sounds good. Like you just don't know. There's so many unknowns, and with both teams in this game, like who knows how good our quarterback play is going to be? Who knows how good their quarterback play is going to be? They have to replace 4 starters on the offensive line. Only 1 starter returning on offense. Like that's a lot of production that they got to replace, but. That dude came in there last year in his first year on the job and won 10 games. It's friggin' Syracuse of all places. So he's put together good teams before. This is a tough one for me. I know the Sheik is saying like he'll take it at 13, I believe. I think Tennessee should win the game, but I go back and forth on whether or not it's going to be some sort of decisive romp.
Yeah. I'm really high on our defense this year, Russ. I guess the season's about to start, so I've got to give my prediction. I think this year we are going to go 7-5.
Ooh.
I think Joey Aguilar is going to throw more picks than touchdowns. I think when we get into SEC play, he's going to be running for his life. I hope our offensive line's better. But what I'm doing, Russ, is I'm going in with low expectations versus the other way around so that I can be pleasantly surprised instead of being angry all season. Because in all honesty, guys, we don't know what we have. We don't know anything about what this guy can do for us. We got the practice report that came out that everybody freaked out over. And it's all a bunch of hearsay. We don't know what we got. And just like Hendon wasn't a great practice quarterback. Once he got on the field, that dude was a gamer. So I'm hoping for that, but I'm expecting 7-5. I think if you get mediocre quarterback play, that's about where you're going to be. With how the SEC is stacked this year. Florida's going to beat you, Alabama's going to beat you, Georgia's going to beat you, and then you got a bunch of toss-up games with the other SEC teams. So I could easily see 5 losses there if he doesn't pan out. But that's okay because we got a ton of talent coming in at the quarterback position. We got a ton of talent behind him. Let's just let it ride this year, guys. Let's have fun. Let's have fun this year. How about that?
I like fun. I want to have fun.
You know, I don't have any playoff expectations. If we get there, great. If not,
I didn't really
year,
have
man,
any
we're-
playoff expectations last year. It worked out pretty well. Yeah, I mean, I think you'd
All right,
set
love you
your
guys.
thanks, Trey. I think you'd set your hopes a little higher than 7-5, but I'm always a big fan of the aim low expectations wise, and then you'll only be pleasantly surprised with anything of that. So, like, if we go 8-4,
Basically, I've lived my life.
if we go 8-4, which is not a great year, Trey theoretically should be happy that we'll have exceeded his low expectations. Let's get Jamie in here. Jamie, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
Yeah, I can't agree with Trey on that. 8-4. We should roll out of bed and hit 8-4.
We ain't paying for 8-4, are we, Jamie?
Thank you, Russ. And you guys know I'm anything but a homer sheep. But this Joe Klatt guy, if our offense is just a high school offense, why do teams struggle with it?
It's a good point, Jamie.
That's interesting. And I know we're up against the top of the hour, so I really didn't have much today, guys. I know it's game week, and we're getting all lathered up and crazy, and then I'm all for it. But, yesterday during the what you talking about finals, the name of the Andy Griffith Show is the Andy Griffith Show. It's not Andy Griffith.
The clue was Andy Griffith, though. That's what it was.
Okay.
I might have
got you.
said the show or whatever. Again, I'm just spitting out the first things that come to mind. But I remember it was Andy Griffith. It was not the Andy Griffith Show.
I got ADHD when it comes to details.
Well, you're not the only one, man. I mean, I get a lot of criticism. Some of it warranted, some of it not.
Is it ADHD or OCD? I don't know. Anyway, guys, I don't have much. Well, I'll try to get back in before the week's out. I'm expecting Tennessee to do what Tennessee does, and it's like your caller said a couple. It might have been Stevie. I expect us to run over teams with less talent than us. I mean, especially with our offense, the way it runs, and the defense. As long as we've got Coach Garner there, propping up Coach Fluffy. Y'all hang in there.
It's Uncle Fluffy.
Uncle Fluffy to
Thank
you.
I mean,
he shows
get
up
it right.
about once a season to visit. He just loses his mind up there in the press box.
Picked the absolute worst time of the year to show up last year.
Yeah.
The first quarter against Ohio State.
Yeah.
Damn Uncle Fluffy.
He somehow snuck on the bus.
Ashley Schaefer, Vol fan, is next. ASVF. What up?
Guys, is there anything like a season where you're about to break in a new quarterback and you're just waiting on the anticipation of watching that?
I mean, well, we've done it 4 years in a row now, right? Or 3 years in a row anyway.
It's got to be one of the most confusing feelings.
Yes.
Do you guys remember, this was years ago, but do you guys remember Nathan Peterman starting the Swamp?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we talked
Who
about
can
it
forget?
last
He
week.
broke his thumb and tried to throw a pass with no thumb.
Didn't work.
That was awesome.
Anytime we're about to start a new quarterback, I always think back to that performance, and I always say to myself, it can't be any worse than that.
Anytime we're starting like a freshman type, or just I don't know. You got to hope for. Don't think back to that. What's some other times we've started some?
How about Quentin Dormady against Georgia Tech?
Ooh.
I blocked that out of my memory.
That was not fun.
That was when JG made his appearance, right?
No, he didn't play. Like he was pouting on the sideline, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
That was when the trash can made its first appearance.
Oh, God.
All I know is that voluntary reaction on Saturday night is going to be electric one way or the other.
It's going to hit hard.
Saturday afternoon.
You've got to recover too, ASVF, because I mean, of all the meltdown calls we've taken over the years, yours after the Ohio State game might have been the meltiest of meltdowns.
Oh, just wait till week 3 then if you're looking for another meltdown.
Hashtag app only.
And listen, guys, I absolutely hate Joel Klatt. I don't even understand why we engage with him at all. Isn't he still on the list from Shiano Sunday?
Yes.
Dorco Malorco.
We haven't read that list in a long time, Russ.
I've never heard that list.
We read it like 2 weeks ago when
Did
Dan
we?
Wolken
We like
left
from our
USA Today.
from
but-
our minds, but I haven't seen the whole thing.
Do you guys see the comment section from that Dan Wolken announcement as well?
No.
Imagine it was filled with Tennessee fans.
It was a sight to behold. I recommend some light reading this evening if you're got some free time.
You think these companies, when they hire these dorks that nobody reads and nobody really likes, and they see those comments, do you think they have second thoughts about it at all? Or do you think they're just like, oh man, any engagement is good engagement?
I think those types of people, Russ, I think they look down on people like us. I don't think I think they think very highly of themselves and of traditional media in that sense. And I think they look at that and they don't even give it a second thought.
It's like the Cracker Barrel CEO reading the comments. It's like, they're not real people.
Yeah, something like that.
Thanks, Ashley Schaefer. Love you, buddy. Talk to you hopefully before the game, but if not, on voluntary reaction. Hour number 3 of the drive coming up.
The Drive.
The Tennessee Volunteers kick off the 2025 season against Syracuse on Saturday, and the Fan Run radio crew will be watching the game at Barley's in the Old City. You should watch it there with us, too. Kickoff is at noon, and we'll be there before that, getting fired up for the season opener. Food, drinks, football, and fun. We hope to see you there.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area, from Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive. Even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the Volunteer State. Smoked daily by Pitmaster Mark Rickard, the barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134 for directions and to look at the rest of the menu. Visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Hey Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
At Knoxville Smiles, we're bringing the future of modern dental care to East Tennessee today. All of the scraping and polishing with the gritty stuff, that will soon be ancient history. At Knoxville Smiles, the future is here now with guided biofilm therapy. Using a gentle erythritol powder mixed with air and warm water, our hygienists can clean your teeth better than ever without all the poking and scraping. Visit KnoxvilleSmiles.com to find out more, or just call us at 865-539-1776.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at boknowshouses.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340.
WKGN Knoxville and W289CU Knoxville. Fan Run Radio.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
It's time for The Drive's Top 5 at 5.
Quitting time on your Tuesday, 5 o'clock here on Fan Run Radio, and time for your Top 5 at 5 with some major breaking news. Off the top, Walker Smith, what do you got?
Thank you. At number 1, breaking news, Tennessee has extended football coach Josh Heupel through January of 2030.
Gets a 1-year contract extension, no increase in salary.
1 year?
Just the 1 year.
I don't know that warranted. I guess that is big news.
It's a contract extension.
You adjust the contract extension of the head football coach. That's breaking news.
No.
No, you don't think so?
It was. The reaction over here on this side of the glass was, I would have thought, like, the president's plane had gone down.
All right, look, Bear is getting on me for asking for maybe an extra minute to get my thoughts together.
It was more the yelling and the gesticulating that caught me, but go ahead.
Well, what would it have to happen for you to think that this is huge news?
I mean,
they're not going to double his salary or anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a significant raise. They just tacked on another year. Seems kind of pedestrian.
It's important. It's important stuff.
All right, but Bear is not impressed by your breaking news story, Walker. Go see if you can follow that up with something that he deems worthy of the show.
Yeah, we don't like talking about Josh Heupel here, apparently.
I guess not.
No. At number 2, 24/7 Sports has updated its 2025 college football talent composite rankings. Tennessee comes in with the 16th best roster in the country, according to the composite, with a total score of 866.57. They are a couple points behind Miami at 15 and are well ahead of USC at 17. It's the 9th ranked roster in the SEC.
So I was going through this earlier because you can toggle between years on 247sports.com and figure out where they were. So in 2021, we were 19th. Heupel's first year, we were 19th. The next year, I can't remember what we were in 22. In 23, we were 16th. And then last year, we fell down to 17th. This year, we're up to 16th. So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. It's like you've increased the overall talent level slightly since you've been here, Josh Heupel. And again, not ripping on him. I'm just saying, like, he's proven he can do more with less. Like, he's a fantastic coach. I'm just wondering, is he ever going to get the opportunity to do more with more?
Like with the 5-star bell cow running back.
With a top 10, I'm not even talking about getting up to whatever Alabama and Ohio State and Georgia are doing right now. I mean, we can dream. That would be nice. But I'm just talking about
top 5,
getting into the top 10, having Notre Dame level talent, having Oregon level talent, Penn State level talent. Like, you can't help but wonder, man, how successful this program can be. And again, man, the recruiting, I think that you got to look at your staff. Can you get some more hired guns in there? You got to hope that this Adidas deal is going to do what people are saying. Let you get more money. You've got to be able to money whip some recruits into coming here. You got to you got to win some games. Like all that stuff matters. I'm just, 5 years in, I thought we might be a little bit higher than 16th. Yeah, we've moved up 3 spots, and this is an important metric. Like it
is important.
This shows really where your overall talent level is at.
Yeah, and going into this year, if we still had Nico, who knows what just his talent alone raise it up.
That might be there's another 5-star on your roster, so that might be one more spot. I mean,
it would raise. I mean, and we're only a couple points behind. It'd just be maybe a little bit higher in the teens, but this is just one website's ranking. We talked about it maybe a month ago. Like, we might not have seen too much movement, but we are classified as a blue chip program now, which we didn't have in the past couple of years before Heupel. So it's a little bit of movement, but it does matter. At number 3, the Mariners' Cal Raleigh hit his 50th homer Monday night, extending his major league record for home runs by a catcher and entering some elite company. Raleigh joined Mickey Mantle as the only switch hitters with 50 home runs in a season and became the 8th player in Major League history to reach the half-century mark in August.
The big dumper. Son of Todd.
Yes.
I mean, he's a hell of a player, man.
The guy is just hitting bombs.
Do you think it's sustainable?
He's going for Judge's record.
How old is he? Like, he's been around for a while, too.
Not as long as you think. I think he's in his late 20s. Like, he's a younger guy.
Like, but usually for catchers, like, there's a quick drop-off. Like, I wonder if the Mariners have any intention of maybe transitioning him to first base or DH or something like that.
When you become this elite of a bat, and he is a good defensive catcher as well. Like, he's one of the best defensive catchers.
Wow, man. I didn't realize he was that good.
Like, when you're this good with the bat, he's going to be catching balls at first or DHing within the next couple of years. And to answer your question, he's only 28 years old. And he's been in the league for 3 or 4 years now.
Yeah, but he's not going to continue to play catcher.
No. I bet before he turns 30, maybe slightly after, he'll be a full-time DH or a first baseman, just so they can save his knees and his bat.
He's on a Hall of Fame pace, maybe.
I mean, this is the first year he's kind of done this.
He's broke through like this.
Like he's been respectable, like good offensive player the past couple of years. Had that big home run a couple of years ago to send the Mariners to the playoffs for the first time in like 20 years. But this is his I am one of the best players in baseball. I am trying to become the MVP over Aaron Judge season, which could happen. I want to see him do it. I want to see him push Judge's AL record. Be sweet. At number 4, some other news and notes from around the NFL. The Saints have named Spencer Rattler as their starter for 2025, beating out rookie Tyler Shough. Meanwhile, the Titans put running back Tajay Spears on the IR with a high ankle sprain. He will miss at least the first 4 games of the season. And finally, the Browns have kept Shedeur Sanders as the 3rd-string quarterback on their roster.
Or they named Dylan Gabriel the backup.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think? I don't like Spencer Rattler, Russ, due to his involvement with what.
Shough was going to be the starter there.
It was kind of 50-50 battle. I mean, it's a
That's not a good quarterback
It's a
situation.
toilet bowl of quarterback competitions in the NFL, and everyone, the Saints could be the worst team in the NFL, along with the Browns and maybe a couple other teams, but those are the 2 that are probably going to be the worst.
Yeah. Well, the Browns got a lot riding on 80-year-old Joe Flacco's health.
He's not that old, man.
He's like 3 years younger than you, right?
Like I'm saying, he's not that old.
He's old.
He's still on the quest to become
geriatric
elite.
by NFL.
Hey, still elite, Joe Flacco. And at number 5, firefighters and animal service officers were summoned to a Nevada home in the wee hours of the morning to rescue a horse that had plunged into a swimming pool and couldn't get out. Regional Animal Services responded after the horse was reported trapped in a Thomas Creek Road swimming pool just after 3 a.m. Rescuers fitted the horse with a large animal rescue harness and used the homeowner's backhoe to hoist the horse out of the water and cover it with blankets.
Was it the pool owner's horse?
No, it was just a random horse.
We used to have a horse in our neighborhood that would like get out periodically, and like you would just hear it clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. Like here comes the horse. Portia is its name.
Really?
Yep.
You ever ran into a mean horse?
No. We would go sneak in its barn and just like watch it and like feed it apples and stuff. And
horses are cool.
You break into your neighbor's barn?
Yeah, I mean it was open, like you just walk in there. I remember one time you ever seen a horse urinate?
Yeah.
No, I haven't
incredible.
seen it.
It's impressive.
It's just like this thing is just
river.
A hose for like 5 minutes, just on full blast. Just like a geyser.
Got a lot of water stored up.
Just
Did you ever ride it?
Just spraying.
You ever ridden a horse? I've ridden a horse before.
I didn't ride that horse, but yeah, I've ridden a horse.
That's it.
Pity the horse. Big walkers ride, man.
Ooh, the Clydesdale.
It was a long
load
time
on
ago.
that horse, man.
hey.
Just saying.
What do we say about personal appearance
That's a
on
good
the show?
point. I'm not saying you look bad. I'm just saying you're a big old boy. Like the horse would struggle to support your girth.
Nah, those things are tanks. They
That-
hauled caravans across the country. They could carry me.
That's a good point. That is
You have to be a big horse.
the top 5 at 5 brought to you by the Casual Pint North Shore. Join us for our first Football Friday broadcast of the season this Friday afternoon from 3 to 6 at the Casual Pint North Shore. Can't wait to be out there on the patio, drinking beers, eating pizza, talking about the Vols and Syracuse. We love these Football Friday broadcasts. They're a special part of what we do here. And, we'd love to see you out there. People always ask, hey, man, like, love the drive, love Fan Run Radio. How can we support what you're doing? How can we help you guys out so that you can continue to grow and bring quality content? This is the biggest way. Support our sponsors. Come to our live shows. Support the Casual Pint North Shore. They're in the blue building right next to Soccer Taco on Thunderhead Road, 2045 Thunderhead Road, out there West Knox near the lake. Remember the last time we were out there, Crest, it's kind of rainy. It was late in the season. It was like 40 degrees outside, and Crest just like showed up early, got his fishing pole, and went out and started fishing.
Oh, he did that multiple times out there. He caught some fish.
You can bring your fishing pole, I guess. I won't say anything about it, but yeah, come on out and see us Friday. First live show of the season, man. Looking forward to it. Come have a cold one with the drive. Casual Pint North Shore. So Josh Heupel gets his extension. I wonder if he was pushing for a raise after, like, if your agent is going to say, hey, dude, like, you're entitled to a raise. You went to the college football playoff. You won 10 games.
I think.
Or I wonder if it's a thing where he got some other things instead.
Maybe
more money for a pool. Like, hey, just put this money in NIL. More private plane trips, new weight room, like whatever, right? Because it seemed like he was negotiating from I was preparing myself for a raise.
Yep.
But he's already at $9 million. I mean, you can't really justify taking him to 10 yet, can you?
If they were, they should have done that after making the playoffs. It wasn't going to sell well in August.
I mean, I think he also knows that, like, I don't think there was going to be too much of a pay increase. Maybe because, like, if he gets a big pay increase before going into this year with all the uncertainty, the looks there doesn't look great. And I think maybe he knows, like, hey, if this year doesn't go to plan, might be a lot of backlash if they give me a big raise right before the season.
Maybe you're making $9 million a year. You live in Knoxville, Tennessee. You spend all your time at the office coaching football anyway. So, like, how much more money do you need? Like, if I were in his shoes and I had the choice between $1 million raise and $1 million to go out and find a 5-star wide receiver, bring me the wide receiver all day long.
Yeah.
Then again, I've never made $9 million a year. Maybe you need $1 million more. Once you get to that level, maybe it's not enough.
who knows how much spending money you need.
More money, more problems, Walker. That's what they say.
So I've heard.
Joshy Boy is next. What up, JB?
Hey, W. How are you doing?
Man, I am just getting ready for the final. What you talking about? All three of those guys hit a 14 yesterday.
Wow!
And so we're bringing them back again to play again today.
Hey, Russ, how does Trey remember how he hit for 20,000 on that parlay last year against NC State? Does he even remember it?
What is the story again? I don't know.
I mean, he talked about it to the point last year where we told him we were tired of hearing it.
But you said he didn't understand the bet.
He had no clue what he was doing.
He bet on and he ended up winning 20 grand.
Yeah, he got caught. I think I can't remember which show, if it was us or one of the other shows, and somebody around here that knows sports betting figured it out, and they're like, well, "You got incredibly lucky."
Wow.
He had put.
That's why they call it gambling.
He put a chunk of change down.
I guess sometimes if you don't know what you're doing in gambling, that works to be lucky.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Russ, I'm probably at 8-4 this season for the Vols, losing to Georgia, Florida, Bama, and my one wild card will probably be OU at home.
Would that be a satisfactory season? I mean, what do you do with that? 8-4 is
I think 8-4 would be a pretty good season after making the playoffs the year before and what you lost in the off season.
I feel like I'd be pretty disappointed 8-4 because
it's disappointed.
Well, and if it shakes out like that, the way you just described it, Joshy boy, you have no signature wins. Like your best win is probably what, Syracuse?
Syracuse, yeah.
Arkansas, I don't know, man. You got to listen. We don't have to go to the playoffs again for me to be satisfied this year. It would be nice, but beat somebody that mattered. Give me that moment where we're beating a Georgia and Alabama on the road, Florida. A win in the swamp is fine. A win in the swamp is fine. That's I know they suck, but
the only thing I wish this season is that Josh Heupel does not have a road stinker like he did last year.
Amen.
Yes. Can he get it off his back this year, Russ? That's the question. What do you
would
guys
losing
think?
to Florida qualify for that? I mean, it doesn't to me. Me neither.
I'm saying road stinker would be lose at Mississippi State or lose at Kentucky.
Yes.
Yeah.
We gotta get past that, Josh.
Yeah. So, Bear, what's your record prediction? What do you think will go this year?
I think the ceilings. I think anywhere between.
We all said 9-3 last week.
9-3.
Oh, you already made your predictions last week. Gotcha. Nice. But I'm a little bit more positive than Jamie. I don't think we'll go 7-5. I think 8-4 is on the table. 9-3 is on the table, but 10-2 if you beat one of the big three.
Let's do it. Let's do 10-2. I like that better.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Thank you, Joshy boy. You too, buddy. DR Vol. Then we're going to play What You Talk About. What up, DR?
What's going on, guys? I'll make it quick. Russ, what is the one rule you have for this show?
Personal appearance is not show fodder.
Thank you. And despite him being an Oklahoma fan, what is up with all the fat jokes towards Walker? I noticed that yesterday, and then I noticed
he chastised me yesterday. All I said was
such thing.
All I said was Walker's a hoss.
Here's the thing about Walker is not fat. He's not. He's just
big.
He's a load, man. He's just a big dude. He's sneaky big.
The gentle giant, though.
I mean, he banged hard down in the paint when we were playing basketball. He's physical.
He didn't say anything to Sam when Sam blacked Jace's eye.
It
wasn't
what
do you want him to do?
What do you want me to
fight?
shove Sam?
It was an
I'm not
accident.
gonna
What do you
shove
want?
him. There was no malice behind anything. Now you're calling me soft.
Yeah,
like
neither
I wouldn't
did you.
defend Jace.
You didn't say anything.
You weren't even playing.
Yeah,
you were on the bench.
I'm retired.
You could have come over there and stuck up for your guy, big tough guy.
You could have.
You didn't. You coward.
I wasn't there. No,
you
not
shrunk.
Me.
You shrunk. You were there. You were there. You were there. Don't lie.
I don't think any of us realized I was actually black till the next day. Sam never apologized though.
Russ and Barry, y'all notice how Sooner Smith is not denying being a Sooner fan.
Oh, it's just blasphemous. Blasphemous thing to say.
You also raised eyebrows the other day with your Peyton Manning slander.
I caught that too, Barry.
Whoa. Hold on.
I've heard that from multiple people.
It was but slander. It was about a trivia question that Russell and I answered correctly.
Just saying, you said he wasn't very good.
I never.
That's what the people
Is that
heard.
what they're saying?
That's the way I took it as well. Now, I know we have one rule for the show. Can we have a rule? I meant to ask this last year. Can we have a rule of voluntary action? After a loss, I get so damn annoyed when people call in asking y'all how y'all are doing. And no offense, I like y'all. But after a loss, of course you're not doing any good. I think
how
that's
you
a
doing?
stupid question.
That's crappy.
It drives me insane.
How you doing? Well, my dog got ran over and my wife set all my stuff on fire and is divorcing me. But other than that,
If they ask how we're doing, we just immediately flush them. Just
I
we
wish
can't answer
would.
this question.
I hate that question after a loss. Like last year, nothing triggered me more after that Arkansas loss. I went back and listened to that voluntary reaction. You had several people asking how y'all were doing. Like, no offense.
People say, how are you? How you doing? How's it going? Like, just so offhandedly, like you don't even think about it. I have the worst one ever of that. I went to a good friend of mine had passed away, and I went to the hospital, and I saw his son out in the hallway, and I was just like, "Hey, man, what's up? How you doing?" And I just looked at him. I was like, "Dude, I'm sorry. That was so stupid." Like, but it just came out, you know. Like that's what you say when you see somebody. How you doing? Your dad just died. How's it going? It's going great, Russ. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
You know, I grew up, my dad was a preacher, and so I went to a lot of funerals. And so, like, when you're at a funeral, you catch what people say. And, preacher's kids, man, we're the worst. I remember my brother's funeral. I had somebody I hadn't seen in a while, and I was like, so what have you been up to? And I'm like, hanging out. What do you think I've been up to?
Yeah.
You know,
having fun, buddy. Thanks.
Yeah. And enjoying life. I know y'all got a game to play. I just wanted to get that, hearing the great Ashley Schaefer ball, who's a future Hall of Famer for callers. It's got me fired up for DR, win or lose.
Thanks, DR.
Thanks, guys.
So ASVF calls in. Tennessee Truth Teller Trey calls in. These are
Nuts,
signs
Stevie.
that college football season upon us.
The winds are shifting.
You know what's going to happen Friday.
What's going to happen Friday?
We're going to hear from our good friend Lars.
Oh.
Open the tee.
You better call Friday.
I've already been in contact
Have
with
you?
him. Oh, yeah.
I've got
it's on the books.
Got Rogers Keys over here fired up and just itching to be played.
Shout out to Lars, longtime loyal podcast listener. I think he's in
VR
St. Louis now.
participant,
He'll be chiming in. He will officially open up our first Football Friday at Casual Pine North Shore. Open the tee. So stupid.
What is that even from?
Oh,
It's from this show, man.
Oh, Walker.
When was that inside?
Oh,
joke?
hold on. We have Brad in La Follette.
Yeah,
we did.
Let's get Brad, and then we got to take a break, and you can tell him about Open the Tee. Brad, you're on the drive. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. How are you all doing?
Good for right
Sorry,
now.
Sorry, DR. Hey, guys, I'll be real quick. I know you're up against it. But the one question that hasn't been answered so far is, are we going to have a live mascot on the field this year? Is Smokey going to get over his post-traumatic stress syndrome, or what's the deal?
I think if I'm remembering correctly, I think we've got a new Smokey this year. I thought I saw something on social media that they were rolling out a new Smokey this year.
We had inbred Smokey a couple of years ago, right? He was all messed up.
That
was last year.
He
was slow.
He wasn't slow.
He was retarded. What do you want from me?
He was dangerous.
We had a mentally defective Smokey.
We had anger management issues, is the way I understood it.
No, he didn't know what to do. Like
the crowd would overwhelm him.
with our leg humping the handler.
He's just over there drooling up a storm.
Jesus, Russ. I'm trying to throw you a lifesaver here, man. Grab it. Shucks.
Listen,
That's horrible.
I'm blunt. Like, why are we beating around the bush?
I did say I admired that about you.
We had a messed up Smokey.
He was messed up. He just did not the training. Imagine if you're not ready for that. Somebody dragging you out there on a leash in front of 100,000.
He was like,
drunks.
you ever seen the Whitakers up there in West Virginia? He was one of those.
God, come on, man.
That's bad.
Oh,
What are we doing?
His brother and his uncle were the same guy. He's a messed up Smokey. He was defective. We had to replace it. It's okay. I'm not saying that we put him. I'm not saying we put him down. I'm just saying we put him out to pasture. We let him go out there and chase tennis balls or something in somebody's backyard, running into the fence, all cross-eyed, drooling. Like we got to get a good proper Smokey though this year.
Which Smokey was this? Was it Smokey 9?
Smokey 10. I
It was
think.
Smokey 10?
Smokey 11 is what we're on now.
We were just on Smokey 10.
So he didn't make it. He had 1 year here. He had to hit the portal.
It's tough.
I think they should get a real coon hound. And there's Smokey out there. He's probably never even seen a coon. They should get a real coon hound with bits of raccoon in his teeth still from the night before. That's what I want.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll see you guys.
Thank you.
I can't
No, I'm
remember
with
which one
Brad.
it was.
I
One
mean,
of the Smokies bit is bitten an opposing team.
you
player.
want to get this crowd fired up. You turn a rabid raccoon loose on the field. Let them go over there and run over there in front of the Vanderbilt players or something. Scare the hell out of them. And then you set Smokey on him. Sick him, Smokey.
Then Smokey get rabies?
Smokey goes over and just, okay, man, we'll walk back the rabid part of it. But Smokey goes over there and grabs that coon by the neck, punctures its jugular.
So blood sport is your idea to get the crowd?
Yeah.
And Stevie
100,000
comes
people.
over and
Yeah.
runs over it.
Rip his throat out, Smokey.
Yep. That would be a little much.
No.
Silly.
It's silly. That's right. That is silly, Bear. Let's
get to
this
the business
thing
end.
back on track. What you talk about is today the day we crown our champion. Stay tuned and find out next.
The Drive.
Follow us on Twitter or X or whatever they're calling it these days at Fox Sports Knox, Fox Sports Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Looking for your go-to spot to unwind, enjoy great food, and sip something new? Then head over to the Casual Pint North Shore, where the craft beer is always rotating, the food hits the spot, and the vibe is just right. Join Fan Run Radio for our first Football Friday broadcast of the year, live this Friday from 3 to 6 at the Casual Pint North Shore. Plus, check out brunch every Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 3 with awesome bites and the perfect pour to start your weekend. Not into beer? They've got wine and craft cocktails too, including favorites like the Old Fashioned and Espresso Martini. And don't miss the Ales for All's Passport Challenge. Visit 6 of 9 participating locations and earn a limited edition t-shirt while supporting the Alzheimer's Association. The challenge ends August 31st, so act quickly and support a good cause. Get all the details at northshore.thecasualpint.com and make your next hangout the Casual Pint North Shore.
Are you tired of spending hours on laundry and ironing? Let Crown Cleaners handle your dry cleaning so you can handle your business. Our expert team can take care of your clothes, removing stains and wrinkles like they were never there. Whether it's your best suit or everyday attire, we handle it all at Crown Cleaners. Say goodbye to laundry stress and hello to extra free time. Crown Cleaners, Big Orange Country's imperial dry cleaning service since the 1960s. Online at crowncleaners.com.
Hello, is Tina there?
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Vince from the hit reality show Wives Don't Tell. Tina applied for our show to confess that her husband won't go to the doctor to get his erectile dysfunction checked. She said she's ready for a guy that can bring the heat.
All right, what the hell is going on? You know you're talking to her husband right now? Tina!
Well, she wrote the application that her man's performance is questionable. She's basically married to a coffee table. She also said, we live within driving distance to Men's Pro Knoxville, but he's too scared to get a blood test.
Oh my, she is done. She is so done.
Got you, Mike. It's nephew Tommy. Ain't no reality show. It's a prank. Men's Pro Knoxville is the real deal, fellas. Local experts, test results in minutes. Call 865-544-8220 or hit menspronknoxville.com before your lady books a new co-star. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
Good afternoon. The police are trying to finish up a couple of wrecks we had out here earlier as it starts to load up with more volume through downtown Knoxville 40 West here at Alcoa Highway 17th Street. It's gotten a lot busier to the north now on 75 as that traffic pushes up through Anderson throughout Campbell County. There's been no shortage of radar up in Campbell County the last hour.
When you figure it out.
So you've tried to do this twice. I want to see if you do it again. This is we can get Houston on the phone if I have to. Both of us, bro.
Thoughts? Why would I think that?
Because I don't know. Why do we? But you're gonna act like you don't think up dumb things sometimes, Russ.
No, but I knew that Smokey wasn't born Smokey.
Yeah, no, you didn't. You didn't.
Don't tell me what I did and didn't know.
Well, this is the second time on the show you've tried to play off like you didn't know.
No, show me the tape. Don't drag me into your idiocy.
No, that's what you said the last time. I'll go find it
during the show. I remember the show.
Just
shut up. Play the music. This is what you talking about. Championship round 2. Please play the music. Thank you.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game. What you talking about? 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 What you talking about?
All right. Back, Jack. Play it again. Gary, Jay, and Nick are back for more. They each put up a 14 yesterday. The clues were a little bit harder, but it was a championship level performance from all 3 contestants.
How are the clues today?
It's Champions League. It's the championship. I mean, it ain't gonna be any easier.
That's what we like to hear.
Are we gonna run it back in the same order? Should we mix it up?
No, we're gonna get same order.
Keep it going. Same order.
All right. Let's bring in Gary. Gary, you're up first again. How you doing, man?
Feeling pretty good. I feel like we should have reversed the order, but, Nick got a chance to walk it off yesterday and failed, so I feel like me or Jay should have got that chance today.
Nick's the number 1 overall seed. Seeding matters.
Yeah, but you seeded me behind Jay, who I beat to get into Champions League, Bear, so your seeding doesn't really hold a lot of merit.
Oh, no.
I've never done it, but I'm just crazy enough to flush somebody.
I mean, seeding like they seed in the playoffs, the Major League Baseball and the NBA, but the 1 seed doesn't have home field advantage every game.
Yeah, but Gary, here's the problem. Jay had an overall higher score than you when he finally did qualify. Or y'all were tied.
I mean, if we're all just going to get
how about this, Gary? Let's play the game, and then you can call Bear and argue about it with him offline.
That works.
Thank you. All right, here we go. Please. This is Dion's son, the Browns.
Shedeur Sanders.
This is the tennis tournament that's going on right now.
U.S. Open.
Yes, this is the painter, Happy Little Clouds.
Pablo Picasso.
PBS.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Happy Little Clouds. Mountains.
Leonardo da Vinci.
No. Pass.
Bob Ross.
This is the former Cowboys quarterback on CBS.
Tony Romo.
This is the current vice president.
J.D. Vance.
This is the city where the Nets play. The Dodgers used to be. The borough.
Brooklyn.
Yes, this is New Orleans football team.
Saints.
This is the Pirates pitcher from LSU.
Paul Skeens.
Yes, this is Ole Miss's nickname.
Rebels.
This is what you wear on your feet under shoes.
Socks.
This is the hedgehog in video games. It's
Sonic.
also this is the quarterback for the Commanders
From
LSU.
Jalen.
Oh, Jaden Daniels. Oh, is what
Yeah.
we were looking for. Oh man, Bob Ross. We just I don't know. I don't think it's going to matter, man. I think we took way too much time on that one, Gary. Like it's
11.
That was hard.
In 11.
I'm sorry, man.
All right, it's all good.
I'm sorry. That
Hold
was
right
tough.
there, though.
Yeah, hold on. The Bear wants to argue with you some more offline.
No, I really don't.
What would have happened there? Because I said I was waiting on him to pass. Like he needed to pass so bad, Gary. And I said it for you, which I don't think I'm even allowed to do. And then you got it. Which I don't think should count.
No, it counts. That one.
Once pass has
got it.
been. Once the
He didn't say
You
pass.
said pass.
You're the
for
one who
him.
said
Okay.
pass.
All right.
That one counts. He's got
That
11.
counts. All right.
I don't know if it'll matter, but
Yeah, I don't think so. All right, let's bring in our next contestant. This is Jay. Hello, Jay.
I'm nervous, Russell.
Just take a deep breath.
a little different than how you came in yesterday.
You got this.
I didn't win yesterday, Marcus.
Well, I mean, the bar is lower this time.
Let's call him Marcus.
That's weird, but the bar is lower this time, Jay. All you got to do is get 11 I think you need more, though. Like 12 will knock Gary out of this thing. I think you're going to, with Nick coming up, you're going to want a 14 or so.
I'm more worried about Nick than Gary. No offense to Gary.
All right. Or Gary taking it on the chin here. Here we go. This is the Laker who just got traded from the Mavs this past year.
Luka Doncic.
Yes, this is an animal that swims around and bites people, Jaws.
Shark.
Yes, this is a children's author, did Cat in the Hat.
Dr. Seuss.
This is the Express pitcher for the Astros and the Angels.
Pass.
This is a breakfast place that's all over the South, not pancakes.
Waffle House.
Yes, this is Clemson's football coach.
Bus Sweeney.
This is the head of the Catholic Church.
Leah. Big Pat.
This is the WNBA star from Iowa.
Caitlin Clark.
This is a social media place where you watch videos.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
No, you just
YouTube.
videos.
YouTube.
Yes, this is Arizona's baseball team.
Wildcats. Diamondbacks.
Yes, this is the white rapper from 8 Mile.
Eminem.
Yes, this is the Heisman Trophy winner from Baylor.
Robert Griffin III.
This is a frozen dessert.
Ice cream.
Yes, this is the king of music.
Michael Jackson.
The king, Blue Suede Shoes.
I said Elvis.
It is Elvis Presley. I need the full name.
Yeah.
Got a 12.
These are hard, man.
I'm dead.
These
You
are
got-
hard.
you beat Gary.
You
So
beat
hold
Gary.
on.
You weren't worried about him. You didn't need to be. We passed on Nolan Ryan.
Yeah.
And then we got hung up on a couple of YouTube thing. Took a minute. Whatever happened there. All right. Gary gets an 11. Jay gets a 12. Nick is the final contestant again. Nick, it's all teed up for you, buddy.
If I can't do it here, I'm just the Buffalo Bills.
Are you sober?
Yes, unfortunately. And I'm just as nervous as Jay just was.
See, this is the problem. I don't know if you guys are mentally tough enough.
Oh, I'm definitely not. That's why I had that liquid courage on Friday.
All right. This will 13 will win it. 13 will finish this thing, Nick.
All right.
Here we go. This is a pro wrestler. You can't see me?
John Cena.
Yes, this is Portland's basketball team.
Trailblazers.
This is a Tarantino movie with Samuel L. Jackson, Travolta.
Pulp Fiction.
Yes, this is where North Carolina University is.
Chapel Hill.
Yes, this is a clear alcoholic beverage, Grey Goose.
Vodka.
Yes, this is the former Colts quarterback who's at Stanford now.
Andrew Luck.
Yes, this is a monument in New York City Harbor.
Statue of Liberty.
Yes, this is a college basketball tournament, not the big one.
NIT.
Yes, this is number 3 of NASCAR.
Dale Earnhardt.
Yes, this is the novel about a whale and Captain Ahab.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
No.
Pass.
This is where the Packers play, the stadium.
Green Bay. Lambeau Field.
Yes, this is Andre Agassi's wife, tennis player.
Pass.
This is the head coach at South Carolina football.
Frank Beamer. Shane Beamer.
This is Han Solo's buddy in Star Wars.
Chewbacca.
Yes, this is a steakhouse. Ruth's Chris.
Jesus.
We got 12.
We got a 12.
Choke job.
Hold right there.
All right.
Do we have enough today to do overtime?
I think so. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to let Jay decide. Bring Jay in here. Jay, do you want to settle this with Nick right now, or do you want to punt and do it again tomorrow?
I think we need to do it again tomorrow.
That's what I'm thinking.
I like it.
I'm thinking we run it back.
So then there were 2.
Gary,
Jay and Nick.
Thank you for playing what you talked about, Gary. But this is going to be Jay and Nick one more time tomorrow for the championship of the world.
The brawl to settle it all.
Woo! By the way, Nick passed on Moby Dick.
Yeah, he did.
This is the championship round, man. I mean, you have to have a well-rounded breadth of knowledge.
So you both these guys know 5:20 tomorrow, finals for the final time. Finally.
Unless you tie again.
In which case we'll have to do it again.
Thursday.
I love it, man. I mean, this is a true championship test. I feel like Jay and Nick have separated themselves. I feel like they were the 2 that we thought were going to be the ones to beat all along.
This is the matchup that
everybody
the
wanted. Yes.
The owners wanted this matchup. This drives revenue for the league.
I feel like Gary probably shouldn't have expended so much energy being mad at me over the seating and kind of let himself get distracted.
What did Gary get held up on again for like 20 minutes? It felt like.
What was it?
Bob Ross?
Bob Ross.
Oh, man.
Bob, he was named
Bob Ross.
Pablo Picasso. Leonardo da
Vinci. The only painter.
Yeah, he was swinging, man. That's all you can say. I give Gary credit, man. Go down swinging. I would have thought happy little clouds.
That's all I had.
Bob Ross.
Fluffy little clouds. Mountains, I think I said.
Yep.
Landscapes. You ever watch that
Ross.
show? You watch him paint that stuff, and you're like, that's easy. Like, he makes it look so easy. You think I could do that, and then you see the finished product. You're like, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
Why don't you? They've got these places where you can go, and it'd be a good date night for you and the wife. A little painting.
Painting is one of those things. It's like some people like to do it. I'm impressed by it. Y'all do you painters out there,
right?
But to me, it's like cooking. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for it.
I'd love to be able to do it. I love watching people do it, but I can't do it. I'm terrible at it.
When was the last time you tried to draw anything? Like, all my artistic skills are kaput.
I mean, high school maybe?
Yeah. My kids are really into drawing.
Like, I haven't seen both of them. One of your kids is incredibly talented at it.
Yeah, my daughter's a great drawer. She didn't get that from me.
No.
All right, Jay and Nick will go at it again tomorrow, the What You Talk About Championship. Thanks to Buckethead Tavern in West Knoxville again for their support of this game. We'll be sending out the wings to the winners. Hopefully we get this thing done. It can't be doing this next week. This game has to end.
It's absolutely got to. I mean, it's just resilience from the two competitors to make it to a 3-day final.
It's a war of attrition.
Truly. It's a game 7.
It's like Ali and Frazier just standing in the ring at Madison Square Garden toe-to-toe, Thrilla Immanot, boom,
Is
boom,
it?
boom.
Because I kind of feel like those days are back when Matty Ice and the Conqueror were doing battle. They were just absolutely, you walk into the ring with them, it's like getting in the ring with Tyson. Just total annihilation.
What are you trying to say?
This
This isn't good enough for you? You want to argue with everything? Walker's breaking news isn't good enough for you?
I didn't say that.
Whatever you're saying about Smokey. Now, like these guys suck.
That's a
They're
fact.
not as good as what
I didn't
the
say they suck.
contestant from a couple of years
Stop putting
ago.
words in my mouth. That's not what I said. It's not what I said at all. Misrepresenting again.
These guys are great. It's impressive.
I mean, Nick is in the finals and he got here drunk.
What did he say instead of Moby Dick?
He said like 2,000 leagues under the sea.
2,000 leagues under the sea.
20,000 leagues under the sea.
Whatever it is.
That's a good guess.
Jules Verne.
There you go. Someone paid attention in English class.
Stay with us. The shocking conclusion of the drive coming up next right here on Fan Run Radio.
Found sports radio that doesn't suck. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced. Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad, and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit MatlockTireService.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at boknowshouses.com.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
of the show. We've got overtime headed your way next on many of these Fan Run affiliates. So we're Shy Tuttle released today by the Carolina Panthers and intends to sign with my Titans.
I always love it when a former Vol played for the Titans.
Hopefully he doesn't fall on a helmet on his way over
So
here.
I was going to say, I didn't know if Walker knew that.
Forgot.
His claim to fame. That's when he fell on a helmet.
It's pretty good.
And that's the truth.
That's inexcusable.
One of Butch Jones's
helmet,
greatest
or
hits.
Was it Nigel Warrior's fist?
Let's
Allegedly.
get T-Carp in here next. T-Carp, you're on the drive. It's Fan Run Radio.
He fell on Nigel Warrior's fist that might have been on a helmet. You know, that's the truth. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Fellers, how are we feeling today? How are you doing today since DR does not care?
That's more after, I think he was talking about like voluntary reaction after like a heartbreaking loss. That's how I took it.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I heard that. Well, I can understand that. Guys, I'm feeling – go ahead.
I was going to say, more importantly, given the events that took place Friday night in Blount County, how are you feeling?
I find myself watching my girls playing soccer, and they are practicing at Alcoa, and I just have to keep my mouth shut. So that's what I'm doing right now.
T-Carp's become a soccer dad. I like it. Are you enjoying the beautiful game?
I'm enjoying the beautiful game. Mr. Derek Hunt's daughter was on the team last year, so I don't get to talk to him this year, but I'm a little upset, but I'm enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the game, my friend. I have succumbed to the wussification of America, and my kids enjoy soccer. Is that what you want from me, Russ?
I mean, I don't see why you have to call it the wussification of America. It's just progress. The rest of the world enjoys a little footy. Why shouldn't we?
It's the incredible game, right?
The beautiful game.
Okay. It's a beautiful game. I am learning to scream and yell and all that stuff at it, and I do understand it now. So it is quite the game. It's enjoyable. I was actually at SpiracyCon talking. Bear, I didn't get to see it. I just had to check my phone and get very upset while I was talking about Bigfoot. It was very frustrating, actually. But it is what it is, buddy. Alcoa's got a phenomenal team. They should have given that quarterback a good run at it, but Alcoa's a great team. What can I say?
I don't like this mature, good sportsmanship take you've got right here.
Okay. Give me a few days. Let me get a few beers in me, and I'll call back. Okay.
Call back on
drank
VR.
beer. I liked beer.
Yeah.
Still like beer.
On a serious note, though, 9-3 is where I'm feeling the Vols at. But at the same time, either Aguilar is going to be, he's going to be phenomenal, or he's going to just be terrible, man. I don't really feel like there's going to be really much in between. And I honestly, watching some guys break down film, Nico missed so many deep shots, guys that were really open. If Aguilar can just look and see the whole field, I really think this offense, is going to get guys open. The guys played quarterback. He might be able to run around a little bit. We'll see what happens, man. I really think that Heupel is going to spice some things up, and it's going to go well. I don't think Milton was a great quarterback, just being real with you. I don't think Nico could read the offense the way it needed to happen. I think Hendon Hooker showed you what this offense could be. Maybe Aguilar can too. Love you guys. Y'all be good.
Thank you, T-Carp. Appreciate the phone call. Appreciate everybody who called today and made it happen for us. Game week rapidly fading away, man, and we are excited about it. Excited about Friday being going to be out at the Casual Pint North Shore.
It's going to go by quick, man. We say it every year. Here we are, game one. I feel like this week's flown by so far.
It has flown by, man. We're busy around here getting things ready. We got a major announcement coming up later this week. Stay tuned to these Fan Run airwaves for more. We've got a lot of things we're working on to make it a better experience for you. We're excited about the watch party out at Barley's on Saturday, voluntary reaction, all the things that we're going to be doing here on The Drive, here on Fan Run Radio. Do you realize that Monday, September 1st, will be Labor Day? It will be the first Overreaction Monday of the season, and it will be the 15th birthday of The Drive. And they said it wouldn't last. Look at me. I'm still here. Most people probably would have taken the hint and gone and gotten a real job by now, but 15 years. I'm still here. Thank you, Walker. Thank you, Bear. We have overtime headed your way next on many of these Fan Run affiliates. We'll do it again tomorrow right here on The Drive.